You are now tuned into Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib.
What's good and Tim, pretty people? Tuesday evening, my name is Khary, this is my crib, and I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We got a little bit of entertainment stuff we're going to be going over, some news we're going to be getting into. We got a topic we're going to get into, petty reasons to delete friends. You know, not too long ago, I think we had National Annoying Friends Day. I think it was something like that. So I said, you know what? Let's talk about it. What's some petty reasons that you've deleted some friends, you know? I was speaking to somebody earlier. They said, you know what? I deleted some friends because they cap too much. So I had to get them people out of my life. I ain't mad at them, though. I ain't mad at them. That's a pretty good reason. But we'll be getting into a little more. I hope everybody had a good weekend, a nice holiday weekend. You know, it's a nice relax and chill weekend. Everybody relaxed and chilled. And did you get fat off the leftovers? How long did you keep your leftovers? Do you still got leftovers? Huh? Should you be eating them if you got it? How long are you supposed to keep leftovers? Oh, by the way, I'm joined by Tashima tonight. She's joining me on the stream this evening. How are you doing, Tashima? How have you been today?
I'm fine. I feel like you're taking a stab because I just finished my last plate of leftovers.
Oh, you got leftovers that you're still
I had
eating.
leftovers. I just finished it.
Okay.
Don't do
right.
that.
Okay. You're over here eating leftovers when you should have left them leftovers, huh?
No, it was good. I ate it. No shame. Don't do that.
What's going on to all my
shame.
house guests in the chat over here, by the way? I didn't forget about y'all. I'm glad y'all checked in tonight. I'm glad y'all tuned in. What's up to all of y'all? What's up to everybody watching live right now? Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It's going to be a good time. We got some interesting news we're going to be going over tonight. But you know what? I actually totally cut off Tashima, and I apologize for that. But I forget how many days you're supposed to eat leftovers.
I don't think this is set. I think any leftovers before a week, you have like under a week to eat it. Anything over a week, you should throw away.
Under a week? So I have to have at least, I got it. So I thought it was like 3 days.
Well, I mean, to each its own.
3 days. Having a bad hair day? Are you?
Always. I mean, it's the hat that says it all. You don't really have to hold conversations. It speaks for itself.
All right. I'm looking at some people over here in the comments. Cheryl says she still got some. Daniel says 2 days, that's it. Dina says she's done with the Thanksgiving holidays leftovers. I'm done with them as well. I still have leftovers left over in the fridge, but I'm not going to eat them. I just need to throw them away. I'm just horrible when it comes to cleaning out my fridge. So I might throw them away tomorrow. They might be in there in 3 weeks. I don't know.
That's
you know? But I don't
healthy.
I don't really use my fridge that much. I use my fridge to like store my drinks. Store drinks and leftovers. I don't do a lot of shopping. A lot of people that know me be like, yo, you're at the store every day. You go to the store I go to the store about 2-3 times a day, you know? But in my defense, I go to the store so often because I don't have no friends and I don't hang out with nobody. So the only way I get out the house is when I go to the store. So I don't mind going to the store. You know, I'm waiting on my guy. I ain't really got my usual as I usually have, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really super smoked out right now. I got this little clip I got over here. Waiting on my guy to drop something off real quick. But I do have a drink tonight, you know? I do have a drink. I have something different tonight.
Ooh,
I have something totally different. I don't think I've ever actually tried this before. What are you drinking, by the way? What are you drinking over there?
Oh, in honor of my daddy, I got Tito's.
In honor of your daddy, what's your daddy likes Tito's, I take it?
Yeah, he was just on my mind today, so I just bought Tito's.
Okay, all right, that's respectable. That's respectable. I could rock with that. I could rock with that. You know, but today I actually got a phone call today. Not a phone call. I got a text message today from my homeboy Igor. My homeboy Igor. I'm a little eager to
That's a
open
cool
this.
last name.
You know,
Let's
my
start with
homeboy
that.
Igor.
Nobody names their child Igor.
I've known him for about like 8-9 years. We worked together for a long time and shit. He hit me up today. He was like, "Yo, your address still the same?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, well, Merry Christmas. I got a gift coming your way." And I think he used this service called Drizzy that actually delivered alcohol to my door. You know,
Hey.
I clicked the link. I accepted the link. It said, "Yo, when would you like your joint delivered?" You know, I said, "Today between 5 and 6." My joint was here at 5:10. He sent me this. It's a Macallan. It's actually 12 years old.
Hey.
It's a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, the Macallan double cask. I'm gonna try it tonight. I've never had whiskey. I asked him, "How am I supposed to drink this?" You know, how am I supposed to drink this? And
How are you supposed to drink it?
I wasn't sure, so I asked him. I'm like, "Yo, how am I supposed to drink this? Am I supposed to take this to shots, things like that?" He said, "Yo, you can it's like you can drink it like a mixed drink." This is it right here. I'm about to try this joint out. About to crack this bottle open. It got the little seal on there and all of that. You know what I mean?
You got the thug life to take a
Yeah,
shot.
yo. Yeah. Let's see if I can open this. Ooh, did you hear that? Did you hear
This
that?
sounds very erotic.
Did you hear that? Listen.
Yes, it sounds extremely
You
intimate.
said that sound erotic and intimate? Oh, look at you,
Yeah,
you dirty
very,
mind.
very intimate right now. Like, do you need time alone so you and your drink can, get to know each other a little bit, exchange some first names, email, some business cards,
Right, so,
how you dating went.
so he said, so Khary over here in the chat says, "Yo, on the rocks, bro." Yo, okay. I should do this on the rocks. I went in my freezer. Guess what I don't have? Rocks.
Nice.
That's correct. I don't have rocks. Yeah, I don't have the rocks in my freezer.
I bet you have something that's like a month old that you could probably just stick in there, though.
I hit the switch on the automatic ice maker, but I was like, I really don't like that ice. I don't like that ice, you know? So I'm just going to drink a little bit right here, a little bit straight. I'm going to try a little bit straight. You know, I'm going to do a little shot, you know?
I got you.
Right, just a little bit, just to get a little, like I'm is there a wine connoisseur, liquor connoisseur, somebody that drinks and shit? Let's take a shot, let's see.
How you feeling?
Ooh. I feel like,
what you thinking?
I feel like it was cold outside, but I'm good. This shit got me toasty already. Got me toasty already. Yes. The Sean Dorsey over here in the chat says, "Yo, Macallan 12, sip it. Smooth." Yo, it is smooth. It is smooth. I also bought me some lemon juice just in case I wanted to make a sour, you know, a whiskey sour. Yo, I looked at the instructions. They said just some lemon juice, whiskey sour, you know? They said I could make a whiskey amaretto sour by adding whiskey, amaretto, and lemon juice. That's what the picture that I found online said, though.
The picture online.
Yes. The picture online.
The one with the watermark that says bartenders only. Got it. I mean, you deserve nice things. Go ahead.
Okay. Yo, this is good, though. This is good. People in the chat are telling me to sip slowly. You know?
Man, I want you to sip it fast. Slowly. You get goofy when you're
They said go slow with that. So I'm going to go a little.
Creep up on you.
Okay, so that was a little. Okay, how big is your shot?
Don't take a shot. I was just kidding earlier.
Huh?
Don't take a shot. I was just kidding earlier.
Isa said, "Hold up the bottle again." This is that Macallan 12. Let's see. Am I saying it right? The Macallan 12. You see, I really can't focus it on it properly. Boom, there we go. There's so much light in here and shit like that. It's a nice bottle. I'm not gonna drink it like a wino. You know, I only reason I'm drinking it tonight is because my homeboy sent it to me today, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna pop this on the bottle, and I'm gonna say, "Yo, Igor, thanks. I appreciate the gift, man." You know what I mean? So, yo, this is a double cast Macallan 12. A lot of people over here in the chat has heard about it already. This is my first time.
Papa D
said, take one big shot. Trust me. That's not a big shot. That's just a little swig right there. That's a little swig.
All right, peer pressure is one hell of a drug.
Peer pressure. Oh my gosh, is this peer pressure? You think
It
this is peer
literally
pressure?
is peer pressure. Yes.
He just take one big shot.
In the
Trust
most
me.
literal sense. Yes.
But he didn't. Is that pressure? He just made a suggestion.
You know what? You an adult. You a man. Do what you want to do. Take a shot.
Okay, boom. Here we go, right here. I'm gonna got this a little bit right here. It's not a whole lot. I'm not a big drinker. And also, I do have a small glass. I do have a small glass of Sprite, just in case I needed to chase some shit.
The show about to get real interesting. Ain't it?
You gonna take a shot with me?
I got you. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna take a shot on the screen at the same time.
I'm a thug though, and I don't like doing dishes, so I'm going straight from.
So you going straight from the bottle? No dishes for you. No dishes for you.
No dishes.
All right, we're gonna take this little shot right here. This is a big glass though. This is a big whiskey glass, not a shot glass. So that's about a shot, maybe a little more. I don't know. Cheers.
Cheers
to the holidays. No, it is smooth though. It's not really hot, but I don't like the taste of alcohol. Oh,
I don't think you're supposed to like the taste of alcohol.
I tell you what. I don't like the taste of alcohol.
Only follow it with water. I thought that was scotch.
This is scotch I'm drinking.
Oh, I was not listening very hard.
Yeah, this is a scotch whiskey. It's a malt scotch whiskey. So I shouldn't drink Sprite. It's too sweet.
Now, from what I heard from firefighters, you're supposed to only thing you chase scotch with is water.
Okay.
That's the only thing you're supposed to cut scotch with also. But
okay.
Firefighters, they be seeing some shit. So, they got some demons to drown.
All right.
I can assume they would know how to drink correctly.
I'm waiting for my dude to get here, man. I need some smoke though, Yeah, so he'll be here soon. But you know what? We've been bullshitting long enough. We've been bullshitting down there 20 minutes. We haven't even spoke about nothing yet, though. But yeah, before I jump into this shit, have you been watching Fargo? Who's been watching Fargo?
My goodness.
Has anybody been watching Fargo?
Yeah, understand.
No?
Have you been watching Lovecraft Country? Has anybody watching Lovecraft Country?
I have not started watching Lovecraft
That's
Country.
because you don't like good things. You don't want to be
I do
great.
like good things. Don't you see me drinking the Macallan 12? That's a good thing,
That's
right?
because somebody gave it to you for you to be great. You yourself are not out here looking for greatness, and that's your fault.
All right. But Fargo, back to Fargo. Oh, look at Isis over here. Isis' last name on this stream is Fargo. Isis Fargo. So I watched Fargo. I saw the last. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of. I'm not gonna get into it. I don't want to do no spoilers or nothing. But the ending of season 4 of Fargo now got me wanting to go back and watch season 2 of Fargo. You know what I'm saying? If you seen season 2 and you seen season 4, at the end of season 4 you was like, oh shit. If you haven't seen season 2 but you saw season 4 and then you realize what happened at this end of season 4, you was like, oh shit. So since that show had me say, oh shit, a couple times, I gotta go watch season 2 because there was a dope little spin and twist they put on there and shit like that, and I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. And season 2 got Bokeem Woodbine in it. He's a dope actor. I like him as an actor. I first did him in the movie Strap. You ever seen that movie Strap?
I don't know actors by their first name, so you're gonna have to give me something else to go by.
Okay. You ever seen the movie Strapped? Okay, you seen Dead Presidents. You seen Dead Presidents, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Preacher.
Oh.
That's Bokeem Woodbine.
He does have a name, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He does have a name.
Good for him.
But he also played in the movie Strap back in the day. That's when I first saw him in. But he was actually in season 2 of Lovecraft Country, and he made like a little cameo.
There's no season 2 of Lovecraft Country.
Season 2 of Fargo. Season 2 of Fargo. I'm reading Lovecraft Country over here in the comments, in the chat. Somebody over here in the chat said, "Yo, I'm on the last episode of Lovecraft Country." You know what I mean? Isis says it's cliffhanger. You need a recap. Yo, Fargo is the shit. Yo. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into. Let's just get started. That we should have got started probably about 15, 20 minutes ago. We're like 22 minutes in, maybe less. I don't think we started at 9 o'clock when it died, right?
No, we did not.
No, we didn't. So probably about 15. So I guess we right on track.
Drink got you feeling good, don't it?
Perhaps it does. Perhaps it does. You know, Papa D says I gotta watch Mel Gibson new movie Fat Man. Huh? That sounds
Mel
different.
Gibson?
That sounds different. Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Who is it? Is it about Buddha?
I don't know. But we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Actually,
I have
you know what?
so many questions, and I feel like all of them would be no.
Almost there. Almost there. I'm about to have me some more smoke in a little bit. What was I talking about? Oh, let's get into it.
Tonight's gonna be interesting. Let's go.
Have you seen? Did you watch the fight Saturday night? Tyson Jones Saturday night recap. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch the Tyson fight, but I did see the Jake Paul, Logan, whatever brother, white boy it was. I did see his fight on YouTube, but I didn't get to see Tyson.
Okay. What did you think of that fight? What did you think of that fight? Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound, by the way?
I need you to be careful.
I'm not driving nowhere tonight.
Yeah, but you're all... Never mind. Just do what you do.
Yo, Igor, this is good. You might have started something dangerous. You might have started something dangerous there, buddy.
He really likes it. You're going to understand the dangers of it later.
Do you see the smile on my face? You
can tell somebody not to touch the stove all day, but sometimes you just got to let them touch it.
Yo, good looking, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's cold as hell, B. Stay warm. You got on shorts too. You've been to Florida way too long, man.
Can you even sell those in the United States?
Got you. My homeboy just stopped through. He got my package that I needed over here. Poor, that sounded really weird, didn't it? That sounded really weird. I wanted to try to make it sound as clean as possible, and it totally did not. But you can tell he's been to Florida too long. Hey, Google, what's the current temperature?
Boy, you're enjoying yourself tonight.
It's 43 degrees. This dude came by in shorts, and he probably rode his motorcycle. Yeah, shout out to him.
That's Florida.
All right, what was I saying before I got distracted by my medicinal references, my medicinal things?
I don't know, but I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying it?
I'm enjoying all of this.
Papa D said, I don't need the smoke, but that drink, just that drink is good enough. I like the smoke.
He's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I do. I am going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. All right, we was on Jake Paul, Nate Robinson. I watched the fight live. I watched the fight live.
I saw his fight, though, not live. I saw the day after. But I watched his fight, and then I immediately right after, because the algorithm and shit. Immediately right after, an article pulled up about he thinks he can fight. What is it, Colin McGregor now?
Yeah, Colin McGregor. I think he'll get washed by. I said Colin. Conor McGregor. Conor.
That's his name.
I think he will get washed. I think Logan Paul will get washed.
Very much so. Very much so. He has the look of the Irish on his side at all times. Yeah. And he is nothing but a giant leprechaun. So there's that.
Yeah. Also, Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather and stayed in there.
He did.
And stayed in there.
Multiple rounds.
Oh man, Papa D said I better have a booty call ready with this liquor and
you gonna be ready.
With this liquor and smoke combo over here. I'll tell you what.
Well, I should put it to school.
It's probably not I probably couldn't even go to a booty call right now.
They would come. Oh, you have roommates.
Yeah, I got company today, so I couldn't even have a booty call come right now. And I'm not gonna drive. I'm not a drinker and driverer. I'm not a drinker and driverer.
That's good. Nobody should be.
Yeah. I got pulled over once when I was 20. I was 20 years old. I got pulled over for drinking and driving. No, I got pulled over because I was black. Let's keep it real. I got pulled over because I was black, and he tried to find a reason to get me with something. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't over the limit. I was not over the limit, but I was underage. So he hit me with the driving after consumption ticket. It wasn't a DUI. It was a driving after consumption. And ever since then, I don't really drink and drive. I don't really. Notice how I said I don't really. So sometimes, possibly, potentially. And I think this drink is really hitting because I am talking a lot. And you kind of agree with that too, huh?
I'm just here living in all of it. But no, for being pulled over, one of my white friends, he says this a lot. He says he does a lot of shit because he has the complexion for the protection.
Yes. But at least he knows it. At least he knows it. Is that person an ally?
He is. He also really, really wishes he was a black guy. Like he makes me like not really question my blackness, but he's pretty deep in there. But he does not ignore the fact that he's white. So
okay. Random question. And I would like some of y'all opinions over here in the chat as well. You know,
this is great.
Okay, let me make sure my daughter is not around. Okay. My daughter has a new boyfriend, you know, and because you're talking about the complexion for the protection, you know,
Mm-hmm.
my daughter has a new boyfriend, and he's a white boy, or at least he looks like a white boy. I haven't met him yet, but he drives a Porsche. He drives a Porsche too, by the way, you know. Not no new shit. It's an older Porsche, but it's still a Porsche. You know what I mean? That should be like vroom, 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 you know what I mean? But I asked her today. I'm like, yo, y'all been hanging out quite a bit. You know what I mean? So that's your new boyfriend? She's like, yeah. You know. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because you mentioned the complexion for the protection.
You really like that sentence, don't you?
Yeah, I do like that sentence. It rhymed. I'm a rapper. Yo, sucker MC.
Bars.
Never mind. All right. Here the complexion.
This is gonna be the best show ever. Yes. Oh yes. Y'all, I'm for it. Let's go.
Papa D says, "Is it a Boxster Porsche?"
I don't know the difference.
I don't think it's a Boxster. No, wait. Is it the Boxster? It's not the. Yeah. No, it's not the Boxster. It's not the Boxster. It's like the entry level Porsche. You know what I'm talking about? The drop top joint. The kid's like 18, 19. I don't expect no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I must be extra broke.
What's that?
There's an entry level Porsche.
There's an entry level Porsche.
Broke people don't know these terms.
Yeah, there's an entry level Porsche. So you got the Porsche. You got like the 911 shit, which is like the big boy Porsche. You know?
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to think. Maybe is it the Boxster? No, it's not the Boxster.
Subject. All right, come on.
All right, I'm getting off subject. Protection for the complexion. It might be the cheaper one. Yeah, the cheaper one, the one that you can get like for like 40,000 or some shit like that, brand new. Okay, so it is the Boxster. It's like the brand new entry level 40,000 one that's brand new, but he probably got to use for like. Okay, should I be like, okay? Ooh, this is gonna sound racist.
Then you probably shouldn't say it.
Okay. I'm not.
Oh God, this is
okay, let me start this. I'm gonna start this sentence off like a racist. Okay.
No, please. Okay.
No,
don't.
I am. I'm gonna start off like a racist starts off their sentences. Okay. I'm not.
Guess.
Okay, so let me start. Okay, let me start. Here. Begin.
All right.
And
go.
Start. I'm not racist. Okay.
All right. Good disclaimer in the beginning. That's a good way to start.
Should I feel more comfortable my daughter driving around with a white boy or a black boy?
More comfortable, or do you feel like she's safer?
Safer. And when I say safer, I'm not talking about safer from the people outside. I'm talking about safer from the police.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Right. If we're speaking for that and that alone, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Do you really ever be comfortable with your daughter in a car with a boy?
No, I'm never going to be comfortable with my daughter in a car with a boy. And now that you said that, she can't. Now I got to pick her up from school every day. She was having homeboy. She was having homeboy drop her off after school and shit like that.
I didn't mean to throw up her groove.
She was having homeboy drop him off. Now I'm like, you know what? Now I got to pick you up. Now I got.
I'm so sorry.
Oh man, Papa D, y'all gonna have me mad nervous over here, yo. Papa D says white boys get medieval with it. Oh my goodness.
Not all the time. I mean, you can say the same thing for black boys. You can say the same thing for anybody.
I guess you could.
Yeah. You see a speed bump, a little bit inside of you wants to go a little bit Knievel evil, let's be real.
Yeah. See, but my thought was, okay, if the police pull them over, because they're driving now. When they're driving, it's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? And because they're
Well,
driving,
if he's driving, it's a little bit different.
Right, they're in the car, you know? And I'm just in my head, I'm just like, I don't like her dating, but if she has to date, does a cop pulling over a white boy make a difference between a cop getting pulled over by... Yes, I think it does.
Sadly, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. This was totally a random topic. I might use this for another thing, and I don't really want to talk about my daughter too much, but... Too late, huh? All right. What was we talking about?
Who you feeling good?
What was we talking about? Recap of the fight. Logan Paul. How did we get to this? Yo, you got to keep us on track, yo. How do you keep taking us off track? You got to keep us on track, yo. Okay, so Pam over here says, well, my personal opinion, that will get him stopped faster because he has a sister and some are not cool with the interracial dating. Okay. John Thompson said, just make sure they're driving. No parked cars, no steamy windows, you know?
That girl ain't never gonna go out ever again. I
know, she's not. She came home late the other day. I said, you know what? Next time I'm saying no, you know? But you know what? I'm privileged. I feel privileged.
We were talking about a fight once upon a time. You remember that?
Yeah, we was talking about a fight.
We were.
Yeah.
What did you think about the fight?
I thought Nate Robinson got knocked the fuck out. You know?
That's how you feel?
Yeah, I thought he got knocked the fuck out. I didn't think that Nate Robinson would get washed the way he did. Though part of me did slowly, like low key, part of me did actually think he was gonna lose. And you know why?
Why?
Because he was black. Ooh, did that sound racist?
What the hell is that gonna do with anything? What does that exactly explain?
Okay,
elaborate. I'm sorry.
I think as a black man, I think black men are overconfident sometimes when it comes to challenging white men.
All right, okay, I can agree.
You know, I think they'd be like, oh, I think actually, you know what? Let me take that off. Not white men, white boys. You know, because whenever a black guy, you know, they like, yo, I'm gonna bust this white boy ass. And I only say that because back in the days, I watched the fight between Sticky Fingers and I forget the white boy he fought. But Sticky Fingers got his motherfucking clock cleaned. You know? and was like...
He was hyping himself up the entire time before.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Sticky Fingers versus... No, Sticky Fingers boxing. Let me search that. I forget who he fought.
And how long ago was that?
This was like in 2008 or some shit like that. Maybe. No, actually before that.
Really?
98 maybe.
Celebrity boxing match.
Yeah, they were doing some celebrity boxing shit.
So who's Sticky Fingers for others who don't know?
Okay, for those that don't know who Sticky Fingers is, Sticky Fingers is the rapper from the rap group Onyx. He's the guy that did the verse that everybody learned first, which was the last verse, you know? The most hype verse and shit, you know? So that was Sticky Fingers. But he did a celebrity boxing match and he's fighting a white boy and got his ass bust. You know, so I'm just like, you know what? I think black celebrities might want to either fall back from fighting white celebrities or stop going in there extra confident, think you're going to win simply because you're a white boy. Because the way Nate Robinson was fighting this guy the other day, it looked like he was fighting like, yo, I'm going to bust this white boy ass. You know? He like, I was fighting like, I'm going to bust this white boy ass. And that's what he had in his head. He said, you know what? Fuck all that training. Because he went in there looking like he did no training. No training. That motherfucker was going out for swinging like this and his whole face was just open. Next thing you know, bloop, bloop. I thought he was dead for about 2 minutes. I thought he was dead.
He could just be a really good actor.
That nigga didn't move. He hit the ground like Apollo Creed in Rocky 3. He's not getting up. If he dies, he died. You know? But what you think of the Tyson Jones fight?
I didn't watch that one. That's the one I got updates through text message.
Okay, you didn't watch that one neither. Okay.
No, I was intoxicated by one time I even realized that was the day it happened. And so I just played video games. I mean, it sucks to suck, but I mean, I can watch it all the next day, and I just didn't. I just went to work. Sorry.
John Thompson said Nate was just there to collect a check. Hopefully he cleared his bank account already. I'm gonna take another little shot.
I mean, no, don't take. Just sip. Do not take a shot. Just sip. Small sips, please. You have to make it through the rest of this.
Yeah, it's only 9:37. Oh, we only been on for 30 minutes? Fuck, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is like drink number. What drink number is this?
1.
No, this is drink. I poured. This is my third pour. This is my third pour.
It is?
Yeah.
Excuse me? You should slow down.
It's my third pour.
Scotch is a lot different than like everything else. So please, let's.
Scotch on the rocks, but there's no rocks in there. It's just scotch. Oh, so that's going to make it worse, huh? The rocks melts.
No, the rocks just keeps it cold, so
right,
the scotch doesn't water out.
Right, but it melts.
Because rocks don't melt.
Ice melts.
That's why they use rocks instead. They used to put like rocks in the freezer.
Okay, I'm totally confused now. I'm totally confused now.
So water, ice melts and it waters down alcohol, which makes it less potent. So instead they use hard objects like rocks and stuff and they freeze those, and some materials stay colder longer. And so you put that in your water instead. And so it keeps the drink cold without watering it down.
So when I order...
On the rocks just means straight with ice. Like there's no mixer.
Wait, but you just said on the rocks means there's actual rocks that was put in the freezer. I'm
telling you what the rocks are. The sentence on the rocks means with ice or rocks. Just straight. Just cold. Just very cold. Boy.
Ooh, Papa D in the chat over here. You see Papa D in the chat? He said, yo, the lady I'm talking to is so fly. He said, yo, add me on your IG, queen.
Who, me?
Papaya D. No, Papaya D. There's no papaya. Khary said I should just Google whiskey stones.
I just that's what I explained, but
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, the Tyson Jones fight. I liked it. I thought it was good. You know what I'm saying? Tyson came out, you know what I'm saying? He came out hard, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? He came out like really, really aggressive, you know? Roy Jones came out like, you know, and he was grabbing. He was grabbing. He was like, oh, grabbing. He was like, yo. You know what I'm saying? He was grabbing some and shit like that. You know what I mean? There was some blows thrown. So like, wow, Tyson was throwing some heavy shots. It looked like Roy was trying not to get hit. That's what it looked like. You know, Roy did try to get in there a few times. He tried to make it a good fight. I did not leave this fight saying, yo, this was a bullshit fight. I wasted my money. I felt like I actually got my money's worth. You know?
I mean, isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, I would hope I get my money's worth. Sometimes you don't. Tyson fights back in the day. You didn't used to get your money's worth. You know?
Tyson knocked them out that fast.
You didn't? Yeah, Tyson used to knock them out first round, second round. And this was back in like the fucking 90s and shit when people was paying $50 for a fight. And that was expensive. That was like...
It's still expensive.
Yeah, you know, that was expensive. And Tyson fight, you would watch the shit. My pops got pissed one time. I think we had a fight party. Right? And I think this was the Tyson Spinks fight. Tyson knocked dude out in 90 seconds. You know, I think my pops took a piss and missed it.
That's disrespectful as fuck. Like,
for real.
I threw this party.
Yeah, threw the party and missed the fight, you know?
And then they didn't even have like reruns or anything to like just go back and just watch it
there was
again.
no internet. I can go look at it real quick. It was like, you got to watch that replay right now, otherwise you assed out.
So did he charge everybody at the party $5 to get in?
No, he's just having a party, you know?
Oh,
I think that's kind of one of my reasons for the lighting, which I just remembered. I was supposed to change my lighting as I change topics and stuff like that.
And then what's the next topic as you change the lights?
The next topic, but we're still talking about it. We haven't even gotten into Snoop Dogg yet. Snoop Dogg?
My bad.
Oh, I don't know what Snoop Dogg dance. Oh, it's like almost like a Tupac dance almost. You know?
I guess you can say that. Yeah. I do the Tupac dance a lot, especially when there's food. It's my happy dance.
I think I'll change the colors to like a purple color.
Purple is
think?
always the most obvious color to go to.
Did it change? I don't even know if it changed. Let's change it to red real quick.
So somebody said they went to the kitchen to get a beer and the fight was over. So everybody was pissed. Everybody was just mad across the board.
Yeah, that's how shit was back in the days with the Tyson fights, yo. This
There
one
has
went
to be a
all
support group for everybody who missed Tyson fights for doing random shit.
and this one went the distance. This one went the distance.
Why is that?
There was only 2-minute rounds. Roy Jones looked tired as hell during the rounds.
Well, I mean, if you see the muscle mass the homie was waiting on, man, I'm happy. He did more than I thought he could do. I guess I wrote him out, huh?
Yeah, I think you did. I think you kind of downplayed him, which Tyson kind of mentioned during the post-fight interview. They had a post-fight interview where they asked both of them what they thought about the fight or their thoughts on the fight and shit like that. Tyson was just grateful for entertaining people and shit like that. They asked Tyson about whether he was happy with the decision of a draw. Tyson said, yeah, I was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? We entertained the fans. Roy Jones was like, nah, I don't fight for draws. I wear draws. You know what I'm saying? And
Bars, okay.
I thought it was pretty funny. But at one point during the interview, the interviewer asked Roy Jones if he was worried about getting hurt, because during the pre-fight stuff, a lot of people was like, yo, Roy Jones is gonna get hurt during this fight and all of that shit. And Tyson kind of interjected, you know? Tyson interjected and was like, yo, Roy Jones fought 3 years ago. I didn't fight in 15 years. Why y'all worried about him? He's like, why y'all worried about him? I ain't fighting 15 years. Y'all ain't worried about me. Nobody worried about my well-being. You know? I think Tyson don't realize that we all see him as a monster that can't get hurt, really. So nobody envisions you getting demolished.
First of all, okay, let's rewind. Mr. Mike Tyson, weren't you also in like Ip Man 4 literally fighting a goddamn ninja to like a standstill in a movie, and you were like no stuntman? So, and then clearly you still work out. I mean, the side-by-side picture of them where you can see just like daddy arms and homies like still cutting shit. Yeah, you might have not like thrown an actual like official punch, but obviously you still get in. Like, nobody's gonna come to you. Like, let's be super serious here, my dude.
Did you say daddy arms?
Don't do that. Yeah.
What are daddy arms?
I couldn't think of nothing else to say, so I guess like the dad bod version of an arm.
Okay.
That's where my mind went.
All right.
But once again, he was wholeheartedly fighting Ip Man, and like, come on, man. Like, all right, whatever. I'm just here.
No, I just took another sip. That's what made me do that.
A small sip, please.
I did take a small sip. See, there's still a small sip left.
Let's see how you're going to be feeling by 10:45.
10:45. That's an hour from now. I think I should be feeling good.
Very.
Feeling good. Well, all right. But Snoop Dogg, I thought, was the MVP of the fight. His commentary was fucking fabulous. It was fabulous. So fabulous, I got to spell it like the rapper. Fabolous. This shit wasn't fabulous.
Did you know that's wrong?
Yes, I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. As a
person who can't spell, I am so gullible.
Okay, and you know how we got that name? You know how we got that name?
How?
Because he accidentally spelt it bad to make it rhyme.
Well, of course, Club Shenanigans, whatever Monica said.
Yeah, he didn't have a name initially. His name was like Polo or Sport or some shit like that, or Sport or some shit like that. But then he said that in a rhyme. He just said he was fabulous, And I guess they said, you know what? That's your motherfucking name now. Funk's Flesh said, yo, fabulous. And now we got fabulous, Fabolous, But yes, but Snoop Dogg was the MVP with his commentary. I thought it was fucking great. I thought it was a much needed change from the normal stiff like commentary of boxing, where there's really no type of personality in it. You just he throws, he hits him in the gut. I think he might not be good at what he's doing right now. You know,
you should be a commentator one day. You should definitely try out.
And I would have to do
commentate like the old school ones, like the ones in black and white.
If I do commentary, I got to do it. I got to do it how I'm going to do it.
Boxing matches are like football or like rugby in black and white.
I got to do it how I'm going to do it. I can't. I can't. I got to do it how I'm going to do it. More like Snoop.
No, and you got to do it in that voice, and you have to do it in that voice. Like no.
What, no this voice right here, and he hits him in the. I got to talk like that.
That voice, and everything you watch has to be like old school, vintage sports, like black and white shit.
And be like, and Tyson and Jones come out the corner.
Yes.
Tyson rushes at Jones.
Yes.
He hits a jab. Jones weaves it. Tyson hits a gut shot. Jones is like, oh shit, that hurt. Like something like that.
Right.
Something like that.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Yo.
I thought it was a good fight, though. I thought it was entertaining. I'm looking forward to seeing Snoop doing more commentary for boxing matches because I thought his commentary was spectacular. He made fights that I think he'll make fights that aren't very entertaining a lot more entertaining.
He used to do documentaries, wildlife documentaries. It's like a whole series, actually, of him doing it. Yeah. He did commentary high as hell. He would be smoking and do commentary of actual birds and like just animals, and it's the best thing you will ever see. And I need more people to watch it.
You need to send me a YouTube link. You need to send me a YouTube link on that one.
All right, I'll look for it when this is over if I remember.
Yo, if you haven't already hit that like button, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you got a comment, go ahead and drop a comment in either the chat or the comments below. If you're not watching this live, hit the comments below. Let us know what you thought about whatever the hell we spoke about so far. You know, yeah. Just remember. Yeah, so that's that. You know. Did you hear about True Kitchen?
No.
You haven't heard about True Kitchen? True Kitchen is a restaurant that I believe is in Dallas, right? Okay. I think you might have heard about it. There was a girl twerking. Yeah, she was twerking on the window, and the owner was pretty upset about it. The owner was like, look at here. You know what? I'm not even going to tell you what the owner said. I'm going to let you see and hear what the owner said. And see and hear what the owner said. So go ahead and you know what? I'm going to light my blunt. You watch this shit here, okay?
Yes, sir.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please! Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
What's your thoughts on that one? What's your thoughts on that
aggressive, one? Bruh.
You think he was in the right, in the wrong?
There's a way. I mean, I've been learning a lot of shit lately, and I've learned that there's a way to say shit. Like, there's always another way to say shit. Like, I can agree, you can be upset. Like, yeah, you can set like house rules. It's your place. You do what you got to do. But like, respect people, like just straight the fuck up. Because like customers are important. They can literally make or break your industry, especially black folks. If you want black folks to root for you, come on, man. Like there's a way to talk to people. And I don't feel like that was the exact way. I understand his point. That's Gucci. If they were breaking rules, then you should have like came to them and be like, hey, nah, you can't do that here. And like handled it a little bit more professionally. But any publicity is good publicity, right?
Yes and no. I think Because all right, before I go there, let me go to look at some of the people in the chat. Pam says, I agree 100%. It's his business. Marquita says, sad you have to tell people how to act in a restaurant. The people trying to eat and ass vibrating around you and your food, you know? The herbal goddess says, I don't know about him, but I feel good when I'm throwing ass, you know?
In a geometrical shape.
The herbal goddess
like
says,
a rhombus today.
The herbal goddess says they were throwing ass for a reason. Obviously, there was twerk music.
Like charity?
Twerk music on. If that's not the vibe you want, then don't play it. And it could have been said differently. You know what?
Okay.
And at one point, he did say, yo, it looked like he went to the DJ and said, yo, DJ, turn that fucking music down while I address this shit. If that
was the music playing when he was talking. That's not like him going up to the customers and being like, hey, there's house rules and you breaking them.
Right. That was the music that was playing in the background.
Okay.
If there was music playing that made this girl twerk, can you really? What if you're okay?
You can first of all.
If you're that kind of restaurant, if you're trying to be that kind of restaurant, you know what I'm saying? He said, "Yo, we're trying to be a specific type of place. Then why the fuck you got music playing? Why you got a DJ there then? You know?
That's a good argument.
If you don't want motherfuckers twerking, why the fuck you ain't got some jazz shit on? Huh? Some shit that ain't gonna make people twerk. He's kind of throwing mixed signals. You know, I'm giving y'all good food. When you got good food, you dance in your plate. You like, ooh, this chicken good. This chicken good, right? Don't you? You do that sometimes. I know you do.
I dance a lot when I eat, but
exactly. So now
I also get up and shake my ass in the middle of a restaurant. Though.
So you got good food. You got good food. You got good music. You don't think somebody gonna twerk because this motherfucking pork chop is off the chain?
Yeah, not in the restaurant. No, not in the restaurant. I'm sorry. If I go to like a senior taco and they're playing merengue music or something in the background, when I bite into my taco, am I supposed to get this?
I'll be in there like this.
No, it's a restaurant. You sit your happy ass
Tuesday,
down.
baby. Taco Tuesday, baby.
But they do have places like Juicy Crab that does have like a designated dancing area in the restaurant for you to go, because not people want you gyrating and jiggulating and percolating around their food. That's just unhygienic. I don't know if you took a shower. You're probably wearing a short dress. There's a lot of things going on. COVID's a thing. You know, you cough now, you're dead tomorrow. But, you know, fuck me and my personal safety and my food. Yes, please stand up and shake your ass. And don't blame the fucking DJ for what they play. You should know better.
Okay. Maybe I'm just a little immature. Well, you know what?
I mean, you are the youngest person on the stream right now. I'm telling you this.
Yeah. I do say
I am like a good nice 65.
In your head.
That's my truth. Don't do me.
In your head, okay. All right. Now I do say you're young once, but you can be immature forever. And that's kind of how I live, you know?
All right, Tommy Pickles.
Tommy Pickles? What's that mean?
Yeah, from the Rugrats.
Tommy Pickles makes quotes and does quotes like that and shit?
No, he's just forever a baby.
Okay.
Heading! Tell me that joke.
I hate you.
That fit. Did it not fit?
I mean, he did from accounting. He did tell me that joke. But no, I don't agree with how he spoke to them, but I also don't agree with them shaking their ass. But I also saw the video of like her dancing, and it wasn't like that long. And she just like stood up out of her chair, shook her ass for like a few seconds, and then sat back down. I'm pretty sure somebody was like, yeah, no, you can't do that.
Right. It's not like she got into the middle of the restaurant and said, hey, everybody look at me dance. She was at her table when she did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I also like have to ask, like, did you come to her? Like, did you like before you exploded on everybody, did you go to them personally instead of embarrassing them in front of everybody? Did you go to them like a fucking adult and talk to them? And then did they disrespect you and keep doing it?
I think they may have said something to him. But I do agree with you though. He should not have spoken to them in that manner. I think that's what you said. He shouldn't have spoken to them like that.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think
the message is the message, but delivery.
But if you actually listen to the video, if you listen to the video, the audio in the video, if you listen to the sound after he finishes talking, you actually hear a couple of people say, "Check, please." You know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have left after that.
I personally, I would have just got up and left.
Sure, I would have just got up and left. Bill?
Yeah, I wouldn't even pay my bill. You know why?
He obviously said he doesn't need your money. He
bingo.
Clearly said,
"I don't need your money." I would have got up and been like, "Bloop," you know,
Gucci. Like, if that's the case, can I change my order to the steak and lobster, and then I'll be going. But that's
I tell you what. I tell you what.
That's Tashima pushing buttons.
See, I'm the I don't mind being in a super fancy restaurant, and the woman I'm with deciding, you know what? I like this song. I'm a twerk right here. You know?
No.
I don't mind things like that.
You should.
Why? Why should I?
In my personal opinion, that's just me speaking for me. I mean, everybody's different. I could care less what you do. Just don't do it around me. You can do it at the free for all. I don't give a fuck. I don't pay your bills. You don't pay mine. Just like, don't involve me. Just when you get me involved, that's when I have to say something. I'm never gonna stop you from doing what the hell you gotta do. Just don't involve me in it.
Yeah, but I also do silly things at the times that you shouldn't really do silly things. You know, so but
well. That says a lot about your character, not doesn't.
No, see, I look at life, when I die, I'm going to be able to watch my life back. I want my life to be a comedy and a porn. That's it. You know? That's how I live my life. Like I'm going to be able to watch it when I die, so that's how I live my life.
Interesting.
And I want my life movie to be a comedy and a porn. You know,
I think my biggest fear is like dying and then old dude looking at me and telling me, "So how do you think it went?" I'm like, "Dude, just send me to hell. Just let me go. I don't know."
Miss Melanated over here says those women wouldn't have twerked in Ruth's Chris or Red Lobster.
That's true. I mean, Red Lobster probably.
But wait, let me fit. You know what? If they was in New York, they might.
Basically a ghetto Red Lobster.
If they was in New York City, they might. Because I've been in some spots. I've been in some spots in New York City where all of a sudden there's a fucking DJ playing fucking hip hop. You know what I mean? You got fucking Young Thug playing during dinner, and fucking Red Lobster and shit like that.
But I think the point he was trying to make is that spot was never that type of place to begin with.
Right, but if he got hip hop and shit playing, if he got music that motherfuckers twerk to playing, how are you mad that people just feel the vibe and start twerking? And that's my impersonation of somebody feeling the vibe. Like,
I mean, I understand like your argument. I get it. Like,
hey, I like my shirt. By the way, you like my shirt?
It's nice.
It's my Christmas shirt. It looks like wrapping paper. This shit look like wrapping paper, don't it?
I fucks with it. You are entertaining.
Yo, shout out to Igor for the McCollin 12. I'm feeling good. I feel nice. You know, I like the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel.
You do.
Ooh, you know what I can call this? You know what I can call this?
What's up?
I can call this my happy juice. You know?
You have Google juice. That's so cute.
That's what I tell the children. This is my happy juice. You know?
Oh, mom and daddy are just wrestling. I get it.
And my happy juice is gone.
I need you to slow down.
Better?
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
And I don't have no more chase.
You should drink some water.
I'll go get some in a second.
Yeah, you want an old lady in the group. You know, I just got to worry about people's well-being.
You want to talk until I get back and getting some water? You want me to go get some water while you just chat? Want me to tell you what our next topic is?
Sure. Let's do that.
I'll tell you what our next topic is. You know, R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. You know, R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman.
Are you gonna leave me on that? What the hell?
That would be kind of wild to leave you on. Just be like, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, and then go to you.
Yeah. So
No, but Disney Plus redesigned the Black Panther's opening logo in honor of Chadwick Boseman's birthday. You know what? And you know what? I'm gonna let y'all peep that shit out. And that's how they did the Chadwick Boseman logo redesign for the Marvel intro and shit like that. What was your thoughts on that?
first of all, purple is the best color ever. Shout out to purple. Real happy.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Sorry. But no, I think it's really cute. It's really pretty. I mean, that movie set records. That movie pissed white people off enough to like go watch Captain Marvel and pretend like it was good. Yo, like black people showed up and showed out and pissed white people off so badly for that movie that they had to go to Captain Marvel. Like it was good. So,
yo, people were
that's fucking monumental. Like all that movie needed was like Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall to just like pop up in the background somewhere, like in the kitchen.
Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall.
That's all they needed, in my personal opinion. That was the only down factor. Is like they didn't have Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall just like walking in the background, like I don't know, riding a fucking giraffe or something. I don't care. I legit think that's the only thing that kept it from being a masterpiece.
All right. And I changed the background to purple. In dedication to Chadwick Boseman and Prince, you know?
And Prince.
And Prince.
Course.
And Prince.
Yeah. I was talking to my friend about Prince, actually.
What you was talking about?
Well, I was stating how his Musicology album, I don't know if y'all heard it. I felt like it would have been better if it was a Stevie Wonder album. And we got into a fight over it, and I'm sticking with my opinion. and that's my random fact about Prince.
Okay. All right. Okay. I like that.
Not a fact at all. I just wanted to get my opinion known. That was it.
All right.
What you were doing?
I was just I forget. This drink and this alcohol combination got me.
You look toasty.
I look toasty.
Yeah.
But it's cold outside. But it's cold.
You wouldn't be able to feel it if you walked out.
I probably would. I don't like the cold.
What are petty reasons to delete friends?
During the Black Panther opening logo change, I ran to the kitchen and got me some water. You know?
That was pretty fast, actually.
I ran fast. I'm like Speedy Gonzalez. You know? I'm not sure if that says I have a small house or if I'm really, really fast.
You have long legs, I guess.
That's what she said.
I did say that.
Told me that joke.
Dude from accounting, man. It's fucking hilarious.
All right, next topic. No, all right. Salute to Marvel for motherfucking updating that logo and saluting and representing the homeboy Chadwick Boseman for his birthday and shit like that. So
it was nice though. Good looking out. This the least Disney can do, using black folks for what they want and then dumping them to the wayside. Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Yo, what? Say that one more time.
I'm one of those people.
All right, I'm gonna jump into the next topic. You know who Academics is? You ever watch the show?
Am I supposed to?
You ever watch the show Everyday Struggle on YouTube by Complex?
No, does it teach you how to cook lunch just using an ironing board and an iron?
That sounds like jail.
I mean, struggle.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, you know?
I'm here all day, guys.
Yes. For Akademiks, he's a would you call it an influencer? He's in the hip hop realm, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of stories on a lot of the newer and younger hip hop artists out there now. He was did a lot of stories on 6ix9ine. He did a lot of stories on King Von. He was probably one of the first people to probably report King Von's death. He's very influential in the younger hip hop demographic, and he's also a co-host of the show Everyday Struggle, which I think has been on the air for about 3-4 years now. You know, and he just recently posted a video talking about his departure from Everyday Struggle and the show Everyday Struggle being taken off the air. You know, Everyday Struggle was actually started a few years ago by Akademiks and Joe Budden. They started it in 2017. No, like either 2016 or 17, I think they started it. You know, the show was popping. When they first debuted the show, I actually watched it, and I pretty much watched a lot of the episodes that they did. Joe Budden was on it. They had totally different perspectives. Joe had like the older, grown demographic. Akademiks was kind of addressing the younger demographic and shit like that. The show's been on for about 3 years now. Joe left the show after about 9 months. Akademiks been on the show since it started. They have a co-host named Nadeska and also a new co-host that replaced Joe Budden. Actually, Star replaced Joe Budden. That didn't really work out too well. And now a current host of Wayno is actually a host of Everyday Struggle now with Akademiks and Nadeska. But the show is coming to an end. Akademiks actually did a live video yesterday talking about his departure from Complex and the show Everyday Struggle. You know, I'm not sure if he was actually fired or if he quit. I think he was fired. I'm pretty sure. I think he was fired. He kind of went over some of the details on why he was leaving and things like that, or what happened with the show. Him and Complex were on totally different pages towards the end of their relationship. They wasn't really feeling his remarks towards like Chrissy Teigen, Freddie Gibbs, Meek Mill. I guess they had things they didn't like the way he was speaking about people outside of the show on his own platform, because he has his own platform on Twitch and Twitter, where actually he said when he was approached by Complex, he was making about $100,000 a month on YouTube from his shows. You know, the year in question he's talking about, he had about 400 million streams on his channel and shit like that. And that was, yeah, you know what I mean? He got damn near $500 million, you know, of streams on just one of his channels. And he was making a lot of money from that. And he was approached by Complex to do a show with Joe Budden. They've been doing that for a few years. But it seems like he's getting ready to leave. He did a whole live stream talking about why he's leaving. It seems like Chrissy Teigen, the Freddie Gibbs thing that happened with them, kind of led to it. They don't like the fact that he claps back when people say things about him. It seems, you know, on his own platforms and shit like that. They want to try to keep their relationships, and I think they're afraid of his opinions and things like that hurting their relationships with other people and things like that.
And Kobe. What did he say about Kobe? Oh, gone too soon. I get it. I was reading the comments and I was like, oh, what about Kobe? Sorry. I had a question. So, I mean, yeah, I can see like Complex is like, maybe you're really too rash and a loose cannon, they may say. But let's be real. I'm pretty sure he just wasn't making them enough money for them to like ignore what he was doing. And I'm pretty sure along the lines of Chrissy Teigen, I'm pretty sure he just like told her to like suck his dick or something. And that
is exactly what he did. Well, he didn't say suck his dick. He said suck a dick.
Well, I'm pretty that really pisses off white America when you tell a woman to do that. Really pisses off a lot of people. Anybody really.
Unless they
So
do
I'm not
it.
surprised. Like the fuck it attitude really doesn't fit with the cancel culture. I strongly blame participation ribbons. That's where we fucked up.
Participation ribbons?
Yep. Giving kids participation ribbons. If you suck, you fucking suck. You didn't win. Do better next time. Doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you a horrible person. I'm not going to give you a ribbon for being here.
When I was a kid, I used to play football, right? I played like pee-wee football. And the team I played for, the team I played for, it sucked. You know? We didn't really even place. But we got participation trophies. You know? We got like little trophies that said, yeah, participation. You know, I never
insult to injury.
I was never proud of that. I never showed that trophy to nobody. I said, yo, look, I never said, yo, look at my football trophy. I took that shit and said, boop, threw that shit away.
It didn't do anything. I just got it for being here.
Yeah, man, fuck that. My arm was broke. How I got a trophy when I broke my arm, huh?
Awards are for the winners. Yeah. I'm sorry. Not calling you a loser, just saying maybe this time just isn't your time.
Yeah, I didn't like participation trophies even as a kid. I was like, fuck that.
Yo,
how did we get into participation trophies now?
That's like giving somebody a dry hand job. Nobody wants that shit. Let's be super serial about this.
No, we do not.
Nobody wants that sad.
Make that shit
thing.
Wet, and you know what? Let's finish.
You are feeling it. No, that's also what you said.
Keith Hadding told me that joke.
You're in love with that button.
I am. Should I pour me another glass or nay?
No,
not
yet.
Wow,
maybe a little bit after.
You look so like. Sure.
Maybe
sure of yourself. You're like, no. You said that shit like I was about to jump off a building.
Well, you do what you want to do. You're a grown ass man. It's gonna get entertaining. Let's go.
No, you suggested now, so I'm gonna chill for a minute.
I'm saying just like give it one more topic.
Yo,
one more topic and some more water. And then after that, you can go ahead and go back in.
The way you said that sentence, I think I was supposed to sing like a NSYNC song. Or was that a Britney Spears song? I don't know. But what song goes?
Give it one more topic.
Baby, dun, 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 dun. What song goes like that?
Oh, baby, hit me one more time. Yeah, it's Britney Spears. Look at you.
Okay. I know, but to give me one more topic kind of made me feel like I'm supposed to go there. You know? But Everyday Struggle will be off the air.
One more topic.
Yeah. We'll be off the air December 17th.
She does have a song called Toxic. I mean, she did like rip off Bobby Brown's Toxic, and she apparently didn't ask him for his permission for that. So he stole his ringtone. He stole her ringtone, and she used it.
What do you mean he stole her ringtone?
Like, back in the day, you used to have to like buy ringtones to put on your phone and shit. Like you have to like dial a fast code and pay like $1 to like for them to send you a 30-second clip basically of a licensed ringtone.
Yeah, I recall.
Showing my age here, ain't I?
Yes,
but when Bobby and Whitney used to have their show, there was like one scene where like the phone went off and it was Britney Spears, My Prerogative. That's what it was. It was Britney Spears, My Prerogative.
It's mine.
And it was playing on his phone.
It's mine.
Yeah, and Britney Spears did a cover of that song, but didn't like exactly like get the rights to do it.
Okay. You ever seen the video from My Prerogative?
And yeah, like
okay. That's where I got that from. He's like, it's mine. He was pointing to himself, you see? Pointing to myself. He was like, it's mine.
I mean, it's his. I understand.
It's mine. It's
I get
mine.
it.
Then he said, it's my. When he was humping the air. You remember that?
Yes. Yes, I do. Don't stop on mic. Go
ahead. Finish what you're saying. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
You weren't. I was enjoying this. No, we're done? Okay, damn. I tried. But no, long story short, he just like had her ringtone, her version of his song in his ringtone. And he was like, what? She stole my song, so I stole her ringtone. And that's when I did research and found out the history because, Black people got to be petty.
Okay. All right. Stole a ringtone. Not like
You are
literally
over-
jacked
Is there
it.
any other Bobby Brown dances like you remember doing? I mean, Tenderoni.
Too hot to handle, too cold to
anything.
hold. They called the Ghostbusters in the
Hey.
That was from the Ghostbusters soundtrack. Remember he did the Ghostbusters song?
I do.
Or am I showing my age? Oh shit, let me stop.
First of all, that's just a let us song.
It's my
Don't do
prerogative. Let me do what I want.
Do what I
That's kind
wanna
of doing like a
do.
little Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown there. But he kind of stole a little Michael Jackson, I guess, huh? Yeah.
It's all right.
Probably.
They all stole it from Billy
But
Ocean.
Bobby Brown is not a topic. We were just talking about everyday struggle. Their last episode of December 17th. I don't care if you watch it or not, you know? So, but somebody that didn't like Academics was a rapper by the name of Casanova. Do you know who Casanova is?
No, but I know him and Romeo ain't never been friends.
Him and Romeo. Who's Romeo?
Never mind.
Oh, I get it. Waka waka waka. That's how that was that kind of moment, huh? That was that type of moment.
Don't do
I get
that.
it. I get it.
I forgot I was.
I get it.
Don't leave my corny
Yeah.
jokes alone. I like them.
Okay. Casanova.
They
He
make
got-
me laugh.
Casanova didn't really like Academics. He had this song.
Or Romeo.
He had this song called one of the songs I like. Where I kind of like first, like yo, this dude's alright. He had this song called "Set Trippin'." You ever heard it?
We both know I have not.
Okay, go something like this. I'm gonna play real quick just so you can get an idea.
Something to me.
Punch you in your face, motherfucker, I knock your teeth out.
Punch you in your face, motherfucker! I knock your teeth out. I don't even think he said teeth. I think he said teeth. I knock your teeth out. Or did he say teeth? I knock your teeth out.
Sometimes you get caught up in the moment.
Okay. Casanova
Well.
and 18
Uh-huh.
members of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation gang has been charged with
that's a
racketeering, murder,
Mhm.
narcotics,
Mhm.
and more.
And
You know?
more.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a story I saw today earlier on the or this evening on the Shade Room. New York rapper Casanova is among the 18 members of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. Not so untouchable anymore, it seems. Gang
Well, I mean,
being
they
charged with
haven't got caught, so
racketeering, murder,
technically the
narcotics,
title's still standing.
firearms, and fraud offenses. The acting U.S. Attorney of the Southern District of New York announced the unsealing of a 16-count indictment charging the 18 members with various crimes. All but one of the 18 charged are currently in custody. Guess who's not in custody?
Casanova?
Casanova. You know what he said? Talk shit, motherfucker. I knock your teeth out. And then he said, yo, I'm going to be like the gingerbread man. You can catch me if you can. Allegedly.
Are those
And-
actual his bars or those your bars?
I just made that up. I'm just saying that's his mind frame right, my state right now.
Okay, those are
I'm
your
totally
bars.
making that
Got
up.
you.
I don't know if he's on the run, or if he just don't know that there's been a warrant served for his arrest, and he don't know. You know, he might know now that the story's out. He might be like, yo, what the fuck? These niggas want to arrest me? Talk shit, motherfucker. I knock your teeth out. He might do something like that. Maybe. I kind of like that song.
He
Like,
might.
you know, that song is kind of cool, though. I like it. Let me play it real
I
quick.
see.
Let me play it. And then this is how it goes.
You
You
can tell
ready?
the aggression get all out.
Punch
Ready?
you in your face,
Let's go.
Motherfucker, knock your teeth out.
Every time I come through, nigga, I got my heat out.
Oh! Let me stop this before I motherfucking get copywritten and shit.
Khari's crib.
You know? I like that song, though. You know what I'm saying? I like that song.
I see.
Pam says
And how
one
long
of the
have you,
baddest
like,
games
how
on the
long ago
streets.
since it's been, man?
Or should say. What's that? Say that again?
I said, how long have you been in Florida?
I've been in Florida like 20 years now. Why, you can't tell?
20 years.
You can't tell I've been in Florida 20 years? I still
they
sound like a
definitely know
New
you
York nigga.
from.
No, I think
You
I
can
sound like a
definitely
Southern. I think
tell
I
where you
sound
grew up.
Southern. I think I sound Southern and shit. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you can see where the baseline is.
You know what I'm saying,
definitely
Shouty?
not
You
down
know what I'm saying, Shouty? I've been to Florida like 20
Please
years,
don't
Shouty.
ever do that ever. Please stop. Oh dear, no.
All right.
I
Okay.
am sorry if I ever. Oh no.
All right. Okay. I won't.
That scared me.
All right. You know what? Okay. Yo, but he's on the run. I don't know if he's on the run because he doesn't know that there was a warrant served and he wasn't around, or if he just boated. You know what I'm saying? And boated means
I'm pretty sure
he
he
ran
knows
like
now.
the gingerbread man. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, "Catch me if you can."
Bars.
If I was running from the police,
It's such
I
a
would.
hard line.
If I was running from the police, I would totally be running like humming songs like "Do do 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 do. You can't catch me if you can. I'm the
Really, the most passive aggressive jazz elevator music you can find. You ever hear jogging to Mario?
That's got.
I mean, if it helps you with your breathing, I guess. That's also what he said.
All right, but as let me just read this real quick. As alleged in the indictment, members of the Gorilla Stone committed terrible acts of violence, trafficked in narcotics, and even engaged in brazen fraud by exploiting benefits programs meant to provide assistance in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Yo, what? Yo, that does not sound that bad. You know? I'm just saying. Let me finish. U.S. Attorney Audrey Strass. Because of that, communities across the Southern District, from Poughkeepsie to Peekskill to New York City, suffered. Most shocking, as alleged indictment, a minor was murdered in the furtherance of the gang's activities. Because of the extraordinary work of our law enforcement partners, the defendants now face federal charges for their crimes.
Well, that doesn't sound fun.
So they said, FBI Assistant Director William F. Sweeney said their unbiased criminal behavior, as alleged, included the murder of a 15-year-old and either extended the defrauding programs meant for people suffering economic hardships due to the pandemic. We were able to stop this violent criminal organization and show the Gorilla Stone is actually not untouchable. They tried to end their motherfucking press release with bars, nigga. They said the Gorilla Stone is actually not. I mean,
they may not be able to catch him out these streets, but they can catch him out on these beats, you know.
But that was a pretty it was very predictable. It was very predictable, you know.
Which part?
The untouchable, not untouchable. I said it really quickly.
Oh, how they ended the okay.
Like, wait, y'all ended it with that? Y'all was supposed to start it with that.
Who can really resist it?
Y'all took that long to get. Y'all took that long to touch the untouchable part, nigga. Well, I guess they're a little more serious than me, huh? Ooh.
We have discovered that earlier, yes.
Good thing my comedy isn't like my sex, where the punchline comes fast. Oh shit! Did you like that? No? Yes? 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 Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm curious as to whether but he's also facing a possible maximum sentence of life in prison with a mandatory minimum of 10 years if convicted. So, is he running? Do you think he's running, or do you think he's
I'm pretty sure he does not want to be caught. So yeah, I think he's running. By now he should know. If he hasn't been caught yet, he should be on his way to somewhere. International waters, Mexico, Taiwan. You know.
See, all those places have extradition. My
and
first
everywhere's
thought,
kind of on extra lockdown with COVID. So like, I hope you have a lot of money to get out.
My first thought is he wasn't aware that there was warrants being. I'm thinking he's gonna turn himself in within a day or two. He's gonna be like,
so when he's just sitting at his mama's house,
he's gonna be like, "Fuck, I can't run forever." So he'd be like, "You know what? I gotta turn myself in." Fuck.
You can try.
He'll be like, "All right, you know what? We call my lawyer, let him know, all right, I'm gonna turn myself in. But before I turn myself in, I need some pussy." So that's what he's gonna do next. He's gonna call his lawyer, he's gonna call a girl, and then he's gonna turn himself in. After he smokes mad weed and drinks, because he's like, you know what? We're gonna get twisted if we go into jail. Fuck it.
I mean, why the fuck not, right? Last day out. Might as well go out with a bang.
Why not? Definitely with a bang, 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 nigga. or baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how it would be, right?
I agree.
But you know what? We've been blabbity blabbing for forever. Let's get into our topic of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't even feel like pressing the button over here to go to topic of the day shit. So I'll just do like this. Topic of the motherfucking day.
Classy.
Okay, now that I said that, I think I'll just do it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have.
Today's topic.
Today's topic. Petty reasons to delete friends. We recently had, what was that day called? Do you remember the day that annual unfriend motherfuckers that shouldn't be your friends anyway day or something like that?
Sounds very specific of a day, but I okay.
Yeah, it was one of those days. And
I understand.
And I think a lot of people said, you know what, I'm gonna unfriend some people. And they had a lot of petty reasons to unfriend some people. Have you ever unfriended people for petty reasons? You know, I had one person.
It was petty.
I had one. I was talking with somebody today, and they told me that they unfriended somebody because they be capping.
They be lying too much in their shit.
Yeah, they be like, "Yo, you be talking mad shit. You just straight lies, la 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 la." You know, and they unfriended them.
Think
you know
my reasons exactly are petty.
I know I've unfriended people just because their posts have been annoying. You know?
I know I unfriended somebody because they liked every single one of my posts. Like every single post I posted.
So you unfriended them because they liked all your posts?
Yeah.
You don't think
it was annoying and kind of spooky.
Was it a guy or a girl?
It was a dude.
Did he want you, or did he want to just be your pal?
I don't care.
Did he want to be your pen pal?
I don't care. No, that was.
Or did he want to
I don't think
closer?
It's petty. It was annoying. Like everything I post, like immediately, like you got like updates of when I post.
Oh, he had his notifications turned on for you.
It felt like it, like without a doubt. Like if I posted the most smallest thing, like
you sure he had like the first like?
Yeah.
I always wait about to the fourth or fifth one before I like something. Like, I ain't gonna be that first nigga.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll scroll something and I'll see like they posted it a minute ago. I purposely won't like it.
Okay, all right.
You know?
I ain't got the patience for that.
I'm like, you know what? I like this picture, but I'm not gonna let you see that it came up to me like a minute after you posted. I don't know why it came up that fast. I don't know why they think I want to see your shit that fast. Though I do like the picture, but I'm not gonna like it because then you're gonna be like, why this nigga liking my picture 30 seconds after I post this picture? And then you're gonna be all in your, oh, this nigga's on my shit type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, bitch, it's coincidental. I just happened to get on 30 seconds after you posted it.
Right, but a lot of people don't see it like that.
Well, a lot of people think the world revolves around them. But, you know, it's another petty-ass reason to unfriend somebody. They post too much about their damn self. Yes. Although I love watching drama from the outside, and some people I be like, all right, are you like ever happy? And I'm just gonna unfriend you because you're making me sad. And,
right.
I ain't on here for sadness.
Right.
Like, yo, it's like my phone. Like, I'm on Facebook because I want to find and look at shit that I enjoy. I'm not gonna sit here and be depressed because you're depressed and it's just seeping into me. No, I need to protect my energy.
I've unfriended people because they just complain too much.
Really?
Yes, it's like you just complain a lot. And now when we say unfriend, are we only talking about social or are we talking about real life? Like I'm gonna unfriend you in on social and I'm unfriending you in real life. Or is that just synonymous with one another now? If I unfriend you on social, do you actually feel I unfriended you in real life?
People do take that shit seriously though. They're like they do smush Facebook and social media with their real lives. Me on the hand, I separate. I ain't shit in real life and on Facebook, but like, I don't give a fuck on Facebook. Well, out with the shits on Facebook. I got time on Facebook, but on Facebook, I could care less. Like, I'm literally, don't believe everything I say on Facebook because it ain't gonna be personal. Facebook isn't personal to me. Like, if I want something personal, I go talk to my friends or I go reach out to you personally. Anything that's on my Facebook, bro, I'm just with the shits. Like,
Okay.
I'm just straight with the shits. Like, if it offends you, I truly don't care. If you agree, preach.
Okay.
But I do think people, they maybe that's what people unfriended me because I'm with the shits. It ain't petty, but I mean it's a real ass answer.
I've noticed I've been unfriended by people before.
I noticed, and then I'm like, huh, cool. And then I just go on without my fucking day. I mean, no, it's no hurt on me. I don't take Facebook seriously. It's not like I'm gonna unfriend you, and then if I see you in Walmart, I'm gonna like spit in your face. I'm still gonna ask about how you doing.
Mhm.
I just don't care about your everyday life.
I realized one time I was unfriended because of my views. You know, I was posting a lot of fuck police type of posts and shit like that, you know. And noticed people that were either police or married to police kind of unfollowed me.
Kind of followed suit. Oh, they don't like you, I can assume.
Yeah. You know, and these are people I grew up with that actually experienced things just like me.
I mean,
But now
everybody,
because they're like have somebody in that field, you know.
I mean, everybody can go through the same experience, but experience it differently.
Yeah.
But you sometimes like to piss off people, and let's not pretend.
Me?
You physically said earlier that you dig immaturity, so I'm not gonna not believe that you're not on Facebook just fucking with people that come up.
But I'm also mature when I need to be mature. I'm mature when I need to be mature.
Of course, you can't spell immature without mature, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Right.
Yeah. I hate you. Yeah. Don't agree to that.
I be mature, and then I just be like, I think I'm mature, and I just put them closer together, and shit happens.
But I'm just a petty person, so I feel like anybody can unfriend me for any reason. But I'm also petty enough to see that they unfriended me and send them another friend request.
You'll send somebody a friend request that unfriended you?
Yeah.
Why?
Depends on how petty I am, because sometimes I'm very petty. Like, if you piss me off and you're trying to go for me, I'm gonna go for you too. And I have forced people to unfriend me and block me. And then I have found them again later just to tag their ass in something else and be like, do you remember?
Oh, so you just want to be their friend just so you can tag them and fuck with them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But once again, I ain't shit.
The petty one.
Very.
So it's more petty not to unfriend somebody, but just to tag them and shit like, you ain't shit.
I think it's more real, in my opinion, to just unfriend somebody. Like, if you don't want to deal with somebody, then just don't deal with them. Like, it's your life, just straight up. Like, it's if you don't want to do it, then you don't want to do it. It doesn't mean like you hate the person. You just don't care about their social life. Doesn't mean you're not rooting for them any less. It just means I don't care about what you meme you like.
Have you ever secretly unfollowed somebody? Where it's like
I have unfollowed a few people on my Facebook.
But I mean like the secret one where you don't actually unfollow them. It just like says, put this motherfucker to sleep for a while.
I don't know. There's no sleep. Everybody has that one dude, fine behind dude. Went to high school with you.
I don't.
Well, I mean, obviously you wouldn't. Maybe you wouldn't understand. But for the women,
okay, for the women,
you went to school with somebody, or you went to work with somebody, and they just like fine as hell. They just been like the love of your life, even though you know it ain't gonna happen. Well, him for me, apparently got a girlfriend, and they're happy and shit, and like. I'm down for that happiness. I'm not downplaying that happiness. I'm happy for them or whatever. But like, he ain't do nothing to hurt me for me to unfriend him. But like, he's still with her. They be posting pictures, and I was like, I don't want to see that.
Okay. So you'll unfriend crushers when they get in relationships.
No, I don't unfriend them. I just silence their ass. I just don't want to see anything they post.
Like
Yeah, I just don't want to. I just don't want to see anything they post.
Okay. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that. I just be like, and I just be like, I bet he ain't treating her good. I bet he treating her like shit. But she just think he's not treating her as the worst shit, so it's okay shit.
Just okay shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I just make excuses in my head sometimes. I don't have too many excuses to make.
Not so much.
Not too much. I haven't really chased anybody like that in a long time.
So you never unfriended anybody for anything petty? You never silenced anybody for anything petty?
I've silenced people for just stupid shit. Like, I just don't like the shit they post, you know? Like, they just post too much shit about their personal life that's, like, really no need for you to be posting, you know?
All right, so that borderlines, what do you classify as petty then, since you just unfriend people for, like, stupid shit, for just being too personal?
It's over the top shit.
Like, I don't feel that's being petty.
It's, like, too personal. It's like, you're giving us too much of your personal life, you know? Like, I don't need to know that you left work and you got mad because somebody didn't hold the elevator door for you, you know? Every time it happens. I'm talking about every time, like, not talking about that one particular thing. I'm talking about everything in your day that might happen to you like that, you post about, you know?
Well, I mean, maybe what people use it as a personal diary.
I guess, and those are the people I blocked that use it as their personal diary.
That's real.
You know? Yeah. That's my petty reason. You use shit for your personal diary, delete. You know?
So as soon as you start talking about how your baby daddy ain't shit.
Over and over again? Though sometimes I do still follow those. I do still follow some of those people. Because they
are rather entertaining. They can.
Yeah, they sometimes be entertaining, you know? Like, there's this one that I be seeing, and be like, they be really complaining about the nigga, and they be complaining about the nigga, and then the nigga show back up.
Ooh.
And it's like, and it's kind of like she's using it as it's like her battle with the other girl. That's how I see it.
You can't fight with somebody on social media.
That's how I see it. I haven't unfollowed that. I haven't blocked that person because I see it as their battle with the other person, with the other woman. I feel like.
Now you follow one. Are you friends with the other woman?
I don't. No, I'm not. But I know she is because sometimes she posts pictures and have mad jokes about the shit. You know, and her friends be going in there making jokes, and sometimes it'd be funny. So I'd be in there watching and be like, "These niggas is funny, these niggas is stupid." But y'all all got feelings for each other because y'all been doing this shit for about 2 years now.
Oh, they're just in a throuple and they just won't accept it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny as fuck. Yeah.
All right, so then I asked you this question because I was thinking about it earlier.
What's that?
If a couple, like if you're following two people on Facebook and they weren't together before, but after a while you see they get together, you've been reading on both of their pages how they got together, they're so in love, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're taking pictures, you liking it, you invested into their Facebook stories and shit, and they suddenly break up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that you have a right to know why? I do.
You feel like you have the right to know why?
Not exactly a right. Like they can like keep it to
story
themselves.
Friends broke up.
Yeah, like y'all been on Facebook together for a minute. Like y'all been taking pictures, family dinners and shit, and then suddenly y'all break up. Y'all like following each other. Y'all ain't friends, but like y'all won't tell nobody y'all broke up. Y'all just pretend like it never happened. Do you feel at some point like you gotta tell the world what happened, bro? Like you can't just be all out there in the world with it, but when it don't go good, y'all don't want to talk about it.
I guess
like we weren't here giving you all these Facebook care reactions and shit. Like we weren't a part of that.
So I guess
like
curiosity.
We all weren't there together.
I guess curiosity could get the best of you, huh? Yeah. You start wanting to know what the hell's going on. You just waiting. Are you waiting for them to get back together? You're still following them, aren't you?
Oh no! I don't care. They broke up. That's good. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Yo, just yesterday, y'all lovey-dovey," and then today there's like pictures of neither one yelling at anybody Facebook. Like, what the fuck just happened?
I think that might be one of the reasons I might like ever
Unfriend somebody?
No, I think that might be one of the reasons I won't be quick to post a relationship online. It's because I've seen so many come and go. You know, I've seen so many come and go. There was this one girl I was following for like a year. She was posting her and her dude, right? And then she ain't post for like a month. Now she's in love with some girl. You know? Yeah, it's like, oh shit. That nigga was the best thing ever a month ago. You know? And I'm like,
and now she's dating women. I feel like I don't like deserve an answer, but come on, acquiring minds want to know. Come on, man, we're all. You can't just like.
It'd be like, who fucked
start
up?
The book off.
Who fucked up? That's what you want to know. You'd be like, who fucked up? Was it him
I
or
don't
her?
care who fucked up.
No, you want to know. You want to know. You want to know the story.
I don't give a fuck who fucked up. Y'all broke up for a reason. I want to know why.
Right, exactly. You want to know why they broke up.
I don't care whose fault it is.
You want to know that's why they broke up.
It's just a sense of completion. Like, I don't have the closure. I went through this with y'all. We all went through this with y'all.
Right. 99.9% of the time, somebody done fucked up. And if you want to know why, you got to find out who fucked up and what they fucked up. It's not my
business. Once again, I don't give a fuck.
But you want to know.
I want to know why y'all broke up. I just want to know. I just want to know why.
That's the why. Somebody fucked up. Yeah.
Okay. I want to know what they did then. I guess if you want me to make a better point.
Somebody fucked up and fucked on somebody. That's probably too many
some
fucks.
Other ghetto shit, man. I've been watching like reruns of Jerry Springer.
I just took another little swig.
About to get real interesting now.
What we got going on in the chat over here, y'all? Let's see what we got. What's that?
Said John really wants to talk to you.
What's a wrench?
I would assume it's a tool.
If that's moderated shit, I really don't see a need for moderated shit. I'm a street nigga. I let the street niggas do what the street niggas do. There's not really a lot of street niggas in there though, huh? I don't know. I'm just saying. We could keep
it to the streets. We're just gonna catch these hands. We're just gonna end it like that.
Who am I talking about? I'm not talking about nobody in particular. Actually, no, I was talking about somebody I know personally in their personal life, and they got shit going on and things like that. You know?
And that's all on Facebook
but Cheryl said, yo, Khary, who you talking about? Niecy Nash? I'm like, Niecy Nash? What happened with Niecy Nash now? I don't know. What happened with Niecy Nash?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't do, by the way?
What's up? Change the color?
I got the phone lines open, yo.
People have been calling?
You know, what's that?
People need to call.
Yeah, I got the phone lines open. You can call in. You can give us your thoughts on anything that we've talked about this evening. You know, you can talk about petty reasons to delete friends. Pretty much anything we spoke about tonight, you can give us your opinion on and shit like that. I got the phone lines open, so go ahead and.
What exactly do you call petty reasons, though?
Any reason is a petty reason.
I don't think any reason is a petty reason. Every reason isn't petty. Some are justified.
Yeah, I guess.
So, you guess.
So,
how you and your drink feeling over there?
Is capping justified?
Well, I mean, oh shit. Yo, when I was younger, and I didn't have a car, and my dad used to have a BMW, right? And I went over one of my best friends at the time, went over one of his friend's house. Mm-hmm. And no shit, I did unfriend a few people for this. So I pulled up in my dad's old BMW and shit. And the dude straight up was like, oh shit, that's such a nice car, whatever. Took pictures in front of my dad's car, posted up like it was their car, and then went on to post on Facebook about how they just got a new ride. Look at my new whip. A nigga falling.
Oh shit.
And I straight up unfriended him, but
they stunned it with your parents shit?
Yeah, and like I can't go back. I just can't go back.
That's some wild cat.
Niecy Nash divorced her husband and then got married to him. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
that
what,
happened in your real life, but it also happened in Niecy Nash.
in my real life? No, not my real life.
Well, and some, never mind. Real life, a story.
Somebody's life. Somebody's, yeah.
Yes.
Something similar to that.
But apparently, shit.
Petty to me. John says petty to me is the baby took his first shit today. So now I'm blocking you? Oh, that's something they would post? Oh, shit.
And I guess he would block somebody. I can understand that. Did they post pictures of it? I would probably definitely unfriend them.
What do I do with this lemon juice now?
I don't know why you even had it if you would have taken shots. You're supposed to make a sour. Did you just?
Oh, no, I just dripped the drip. Pause.
This is great. This is fantastic.
You know? All right. Oh, what the hell? That was
You're
loud.
feeling really good over there.
That was loud for some reason, yo. I don't know why it was too loud.
So what number drink are you on?
I don't know. This was like swig number. I don't know. It was at least 4 or 5. It was at least 4 or 5.
And what you drinking on again? I want to see how. Can you see how much you drank through the bottle though? Can you put the bottle back?
Look on the bottle. The bottle was kind of full earlier, wasn't it?
I can't.
So the bottle was about.
Whew. Boy,
Let's see.
you're putting it in, ain't you?
You know what? I could actually. You know, let's take a call. Area code 813.
You know what?
Area code 813. What's going on? You live with Khary's crib. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's your name?
Hey guys.
Turn your volume down in the background.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Turn your volume down in the background now.
Okay.
Right?
There we go. Better?
I think
Got
so.
you.
Okay. Well, I'm calling from Tampa.
Tampa. What's your thoughts for
You
this
guys were
evening?
talking about the petty friends. I'm following people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I unfollowed somebody today just because the shit they say is just stupid as hell. Makes no sense.
What do you mean by
logic
stupid?
is crazy.
The logic is crazy.
But they say shit that's just not very comprehensible. Doesn't make sense.
I think people just get bold on social media, and they just. I don't know.
True.
I really don't know. I really don't
agree.
know.
Get bold talking how they don't normally talk in real life, or in some other way.
Computer thugs.
So both. I think people talk bold on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say things they wouldn't say in real life. But then again, I feel like they think this shit in real life, and because they can't say it in real life, they say it on social media. You get what I'm saying? Like both ways.
Okay.
Very, very true.
Okay.
But the sad part is what they gonna do when they like meet that person in real life.
They hope they don't. They hope they don't.
Or
they hope the person that they're talking about in real life doesn't actually follow them and see what they're saying.
They're not friends.
You know what though? I feel like they be throwing subs too though.
They be what?
They throw subs, like subliminal.
Oh, subliminal shots and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if the person,
Sweet.
I think, well, I don't know. I'm not really a person. Well, I've never actually, or I don't think I've had somebody throw subs at me. If they did throw
I'm
subs
pretty
at
sure
me,
you never paid attention or cared enough.
right? That's probably the thing. I don't really pay attention or care enough if somebody's throwing subs at me. You know, and if they are throwing subs at me, I'll probably just be like, "Yo, you talking about me?" I'll actually just message them. You talking about me?
Exactly.
And if they say no, I'll be like, "Okay," you know.
And go about your business.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And then if somebody says, "Yo, Khary, this person's throwing subs at you," I'll be like, "Yo, nah." I fucking direct messaged the motherfucker and said, "Yo, you talking about me?" And they said, "Nah."
No, I asked. I specifically asked.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I
You know
get
what
it.
else?
He said he don't need my money, so I left. Got it.
I've gotten into reading the comments under posts now. Like that makes my day.
Mhm.
Like going on the blogs and shit and reading the comments. The people under there are like I think they just save all of their negative ass comments for social media.
Yeah, they do. I get off. I get in arguments pretty regularly on social media when I post, but I comment on some news article, and most of the time I comment just to piss off white people. You know what? Let me rephrase that. Just to piss off racist white people. You know, because
that's easy to do too.
Oh, very easy to do. Just call them racist.
Call them when they shit.
All you gotta say was America was never great. They hot.
Oh, facts. They hate that. They hate that.
That's funny. Have you guys started Christmas shopping?
No, I have not. I need to.
No?
No.
I'm about done.
My
So
kids.
how much you think you're spending this year on Christmas?
I don't know.
I think I'm spending about $1,500.
1,500. For how many people?
Oh, it's just my baby.
One person?
Aww.
But I'm one person. But I'm including her birthday is like a week and a half before Christmas, and I'm including like the tree and all that into that too.
Okay, all right. So you just plan on spoiling her. You just plan on spoiling her.
Right.
Okay, all right. I got you. I haven't started any Christmas shopping yet. My kids haven't. My kids are older now. I'm not even sure if they're gonna tell me what they want. My son is. My son is definitely gonna tell me something that he wants for Christmas. My daughter, I'm not too sure. She wants a car. Well, there we go. Christmas is done. She wants a car. He wants a PS5. There we go. That right there is probably about what? How much? Well, shit. I already gave her some money.
That's a lot.
Yeah, she already got some
money. That's it.
Actually, that money was for her birthday, so. Yikes. Yikes.
So do you guys buy Christmas gifts? Are you guys the type of parents to buy like one Christmas gift for the kids? Or like do you fill up the tree?
I buy them a bunch.
I'm the aunt, so it all depends on my paycheck looking like. At this moment, everybody's getting one gift and a pair of socks. I love you. I love y'all. I really do.
Socks are good though. Socks are good though.
I just had to pay off a lot of debt this year.
It depends on the type of socks.
If they're like some thick, comfortable socks, that's cool. If they just some regular ass
socks, I work at I run a clothing store, so like they're gonna be decent, you know. They ain't gonna be like cheap behind socks, but
John is asking who we're on the phone with. Did you ever tell him your name?
Oh, hey guys, my name is Tati.
Tati's on the phone.
Tati's on the phone.
You know, John asked over here in the chat. He said, "Who y'all on the phone with?" We on the phone with Tati out of Tampa.
John was the one trying to holler at. Wasn't John trying to talk to somebody in the chat? He said, "Follow him on Instagram." Did you follow us?
Oh,
I'm being nosy.
I hope he was.
I'm being nosy.
He was talking about somebody.
John was talking about people.
I think he was talking about
people
you.
in the chat. Oh, he was talking about
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, he said you look fly.
Yeah, he did actually. He did say that.
I got you, John.
Please don't.
Tati looking out for John over here.
Khary, you gotta do a love connection one day.
That's what I got. I got to do a love connection show. You know what? That might be a show. I might have to do a love connection show one day.
A Valentine's Day is a thing.
A Valentine's Day love connection show.
That could be something.
Apparently, there's some singles in the chat.
Mm.
Actually, you gotta ask them if he's single, because you know these dudes nowadays.
You would think that would be automatic, but these are questions you kind of have to actually ask.
Oh shit! That takes a couple shots right there. You know what? That actually, you know what? That we had to turn up the temperature in it. I just turned it back around to red now. That turned up the temperature.
Oh, he said it wasn't you. My bad. See?
Oh,
Why not
good.
mind
I
my
swear I
business?
thought it was. Okay, we're good. I'm okay with that. I am actually okay with that.
Let me mind my business.
Better look to him, like straight up.
Okay. You know what? This liquor was good. You know why this liquor was good?
Because you feeling yourself?
Why?
I'm always feeling myself.
That's true.
I'm always feeling myself. One of my favorite songs is by Nipsey Hussle, featuring Lloyd. You know what it's called?
I can't really guess.
I'm feeling myself. It goes, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm so fresh that I can't help it. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop.
Why'd you stop?
And you know what?
What's
you
that?
know what? I be
John
twerking
is
at
single,
brunch and
though.
stuff. So like, you know, on Sunday mornings, people go to brunch, the mimosas, unlimited mimosas, and the place is a restaurant, but they're like lounges too. So like, we be in there twerking, we be lit, but we not like throwing ass right next to somebody's brunch plate either though.
Now, let me put this ass on your omelet. Let me put this ass on your omelet. You like that?
Definitely like that.
It's like a social distancing twerk.
Okay, social distancing twerk. So you can watch, but you can't really touch, type of thing. You know,
Right.
It's
not
just
that
far
close.
away, 6 feet away. If you're gonna throw ass, throw 6 feet away from everybody.
You ain't twerking.
You gotta
Don't
catch
do it
it
over there in the corner.
You ain't
by yourself.
twerking the corona in this direction, huh?
Please don't.
Right.
Ooh, no, I'm gonna call OSHA on you. Don't do that. No. I'm gonna call
You should
OSHA.
call the
Don't do that.
CDC.
Ooh, that's even worse.
So
You know what? You know what I wanted
walked
to
out?
touch on that?
Would you have walked out if you was in a spot like that and they said, "Yo, no twerking, we ain't that type of spot," even though we got hip hop
Hell
playing in
yeah,
the
I
back?
would have left. Hell yeah,
I don't need your
left. And I'm
fucking
not
money.
paying.
Would you have asked for the check, or would you have just said, "I'm out, yo"?
No, I'm not paying. I'd have just walked out. He was in the heat of the speech. He was in the moment. So if I would have walked out, as soon as he said, "You can get the fuck out. I don't need your money,"
Yep.
I'd have just walked out.
Yep.
He was too busy giving his speech to give a fuck about a check.
Yep. I would hurry up and finish my food too. I'd be like, "Let me finish this
I'm
food."
like, oh, that's my cue.
Extra second.
Wow, you don't want my money? I'm gonna eat this food. I'm gonna take it with me. Shit.
I'm gonna take the whole plate. Let me go.
Can I get a box? But you don't want my money. You don't want my money.
Finish
Give me a
it in the
box.
car.
That's funny.
Understandable.
But yeah, I like spots like that though, like little lounge spots. But apparently it wasn't a lounge. Apparently it was an upscale restaurant. But I bet he learned his lesson though. He won't have those problems again.
Hey, if it's an upscale restaurant, I'm not sure you play hip hop.
I mean, it's a spot for black folks. You can play what the people like, but that still don't mean you need to get up and throw your ass on people's plates.
Hey, if you in the hip hop culture,
like,
hip hop culture, if you feel the beat, you shake your ass off.
Well, then do it in the seat. You ain't got to get up.
You know, I'm just.
I mean, like, I wonder what song he was playing. Like, what did it for them? Like, I wonder if they were sitting down eating. It's supposed to be an upscale restaurant. He started playing. What's the song? Thick, and everybody was just lit.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder which song.
What time of day was this? Was this brunch? Was this dinner? Was this lunch?
Right.
You know?
How many drinks they had? Was it happy hour?
Right, yeah. You know?
Bottomless mimosas can do it to a girl.
What was his name? The manager? The owner?
I'm not sure what his name was.
What was the name of the place?
Well, he was upset. He wasn't having it. But I bet he learned his lesson.
He was the owner. It was his spot.
I bet he fired the DJ and got some piano and some singers or some shit.
Now, what if what came on? What if 10 to 20 seconds before she was twerking, what if all of a sudden you heard Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and 2000? You know?
And you know what? I bet that's what it was.
What happened?
I bet that's what it was. That set it off.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
Girl, you working for some ass year. The bad year. Making niggas spend his cash year. His last year, you know?
Like,
he'd have been hot. They start throwing ones in there. He'd have been hot. They start throwing ones because you know what? All it takes is for a little bit of ass to be thrown in Tampa, at least.
Yeah.
Anywhere that you are,
yeah.
it's a little bit of twerking going on. Some niggas is taking out some ones and starting to throw it. Now we in a strip club.
In a perfect world,
motherfuckers eating brunch. Next thing you know, you just got.
First of all, brunch in Jacksonville. That's exactly what it is. Like you gotta go to Juicy Crab on like a Wednesday or something. Like
brunch
there's gonna be ass thrown. It's just how it is.
Seems like it's a Dallas thing too. Then Shorty felt like
apparently not that Dallas.
She felt compelled to start
Other places
twerking.
in Dallas, but not in that specific spot. No.
But
I need to go to Texas.
Right. But I think it's not just the place, it's the culture. You know?
Yeah.
So regardless of what you try to say your establishment is, what's the culture that's gonna be there? What's the culture you're trying to attract? You looking for the twerking culture. If that was 2 a.m., nigga, you looking for the twerking culture if it's 2 a.m.
That's not what he wants.
Right. I think people thrive off of a vibe. It's the energy in the spot. So, like, regardless of what he said and the way that he said it, it was the vibe that he provided. And it just, or maybe we wrong. Maybe we didn't see the whole video, and maybe they was just twerking. Maybe they was lit. It was somebody's birthday.
Like, fuck you, I'm twerking. I'm eating my grits and twerking.
Something. Stuff like that happens too.
I bet you they got grits. I bet you they serve grits in there.
Don't. First of all, what you got against grits?
Why they gotta serve?
I don't have nothing against grits.
What grits got to do?
I don't have nothing against grits. But I'm telling you, personally, if I go to a high-class black restaurant, I want some fish and grits on that menu. And you can even say these are $50 fish and grits. You better have some fish and grits on your menu.
They better be like gold flakes.
But if you charging me $50, they better be good as fuck, you know? They better be like the perfect consistency. They better be the perfect consistency. The right amount of salt and butter. And the grits.
I'm not sure if I'm spending $50.
And every light better be green on the way home. Because ain't no way.
I'm not saying it needs to be $50, but I'm just saying.
Ain't no way. I'll just go home and make it myself.
I almost spent $50 on crab legs in Orlando this week.
You know what?
Actually,
that might be dinner tomorrow night.
Ridiculous.
Fish and grits. Say that again.
I said I almost spent $50 on crab legs in Orlando this weekend. That was absolutely insane.
Was it good?
When you know, we have Mr. and Mrs. Crab in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's what happened. I wanted crab legs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to try a new restaurant in Orlando that I've never tried. Keep hearing about it. They had a combo that had like snow crab, shrimp, potatoes, corn, and lobster, right?
Well, was it a black restaurant or white?
Really, I have no idea. It was black people at the desk. I don't know if it was black home. But they also didn't have their prices online, so I called to place the order. And when I called, I asked them, like, you know, how much is it? And this lady tells me $49.99. I'm like, what? What? Like,
This is why they didn't put it online.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to Mr. and Mrs. Crab and get a combo A, which is the same thing. I get snow crab, shrimp, corn, potatoes, eggs, and lobster tail for like $34. Not even.
Good deal right there.
I'm obviously going to the wrong spot.
Right? Then I call another place. I call another place in Orlando, another seafood place, to see if they have a combo. They didn't. So I would have had to put my own combo together. The lady told me just for snow crabs and shrimp, my total was like $68. I'm like, y'all got me fucked up.
See, the problem is,
I'm gonna wait till I go to Texas.
The problem is, you was in Orlando, Near the touristy shit.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. You need the touristy shit.
Yeah, but
You know, they like the
they
tourist
robbing-
ass shit. We're just gonna tell them a price. How much is it? It's a
I'm not no
price.
damn
They be like,
tourist.
okay.
Y'all already there to spend money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's wild. But I just wanted to call in and contribute to the conversation, guys.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling in and contributing.
Of course.
And
Y'all have a good
Cheryl
day.
Cheryl said over here in the chat, she said you had a crab boil. It costs $45 here in B-More.
Nah, that's ridiculous. That's wild.
I mean, as a Florida girl, I agree. That's high.
That's wild as hell.
We live. That's high. Ooh, 45.
They spoiling
Ooh.
us in Tampa.
Is there steak? Ooh.
So I guess. Oh, so you know what?
With a steak on the side.
Guess I need to start. Guess I need to start showcasing food spots out here in Tampa as well. Then I guess, huh?
Ooh, you don't want that food to. I got you.
Okay.
I think food blogging would be a dope idea.
Okay. All right. Might have to add that to the
Cooking with
stream a little
Khary.
bit. Might have to add that to the stream. You know.
Eating with Khary,
Yeah.
you can do this.
Yeah, I'd rather
I'm down to
do.
get down.
I'd rather do eating with Khary, because I don't feel like cooking too much. It's a lot of work. I like
But you're
cooking,
missing the
but I don't
play
like
on the
cooking.
Ks and
I
the
like
Cs,
cooking.
but-
I don't like cooking. But you know what? Tati, I appreciate you calling. I'm just holding you on the phone now. I appreciate you calling. Thank you for calling in.
I think your voice is also
Thank
really
right.
you, guys.
Okay.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. What you was gonna say?
nothing.
Nothing.
Don't do that. Come on, man. I
Yeah,
already been
but-
set up for the catfish once already.
Yeah, I got a taste for crab legs now. Yep. I got a
It's
taste for
not
crab
hard
legs
to
now.
implant that thought into a black person's head.
Yep, I got a taste for crab legs now. What did I just say I was gonna cook tomorrow night? You know what?
Fish and grits.
Yes, I did say fish and grits. I'm going to write that down before I forget. It's gonna say, let me write it down. Dinner for Wednesday. Fish and
And grits.
grits.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you a story about my childhood that I refuse to let somebody down. I'll never let it go. When somebody says they're gonna bring you fish,
Mm-hmm.
what's your first intention on how you believe the fish is cooked?
I assume it's fried.
Why was that bitch grilled?
Grilled isn't bad though. Grilled isn't bad.
But I was mad as hell.
Yeah, I need somebody to tell me they're bringing me grilled fish.
I feel like you have to be specific when you're telling
Yeah,
somebody you bring
yeah,
fish.
I
and
agree
it's
with you.
grilled.
I agree with you. If you say you're bringing me fish, I'm assuming that shit is fried fish. If you show up with like a plate with aluminum foil over it, and I pull it off and it's just like grilled fish.
It wasn't even a plate with aluminum foil in it. It was like grilled fish and like just the grilled fish and like aluminum foil, like you would fried fish. And then I opened it and it fucking wasn't. And it wasn't.
Oh,
And
man.
I still have trust issues about that to this day.
So this is about the food somebody's bringing you.
Who just walks around with grilled fish in a packet to give
Yeah.
somebody?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
commies, I swear. Just
Wow.
fucking commies.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm
let's do
frying
that.
fish tomorrow. Catfish. I think I'm gonna do catfish. Fried catfish. Can you fry salmon? Can you do fried salmon?
You can fry anything, but the question is, should you?
Okay, that's my question. Should I fry salmon?
Fuck it, why not?
Has anybody tried that? Has anybody in the
I'm pretty
chat?
sure somebody has.
Has anybody in the chat tried to fry salmon? Have you made fried salmon and grits? Have you ever heard of that?
Salmon. That's a nice
Fried
big
salmon
round
and
L in
grits?
that. Salmon.
I got my brother over here in the building too, by the way. My brother and my nephew's here. Have you ever had, is fried salmon a thing? Yeah, fried salmon.
Why shouldn't it be?
Am I saying it wrong? I'm not supposed to pronounce the L, am I?
You're supposed to pronounce the L, but it just sounds weird.
I'm supposed to pronounce the L?
Salmon. Salmon.
What am I not supposed to pronounce? There's something in the word I'm not
All
supposed
of it. It's not like comb or knife. You pronounce the L. It just sounds weird.
No, there was something I'm not supposed to pronounce in the word salmon.
The L. Soman.
Okay, that's why, because I say the L. Yeah, okay. Some people say that you're not supposed to say the L.
Only grilled or baked. But
Says,
no.
oh my God, you've never had deep fried salmon and grits? It's better than sex. That's what they said. It says it's better than sex. It says deep fried salmon is better than sex. I need some deep fried salmon. Because if you were listening earlier, you already know how I want my life to go when I come back and read it. So now, if I can add deep fried salmon to my diet, oh my goodness.
Yo, so it's gonna be my comedy, comedy and porn and deep fried salmon. Yes. It's gonna be the name of your memoirs.
Yes, my memoirs: comedy, porn, and deep fried salmon.
Deep fried salmon. The story of Khary's crib.
You know, I'm definitely gonna search.
I can see your Lifetime special. I can see your Lifetime special. Boy, I can see it now.
I'm definitely gonna search Google
perfect
for,
light skin. Get that little boy off of Blackish to play you. I'd be okay with that.
I'm definitely
a little young boy.
I'm definitely searching Google for deep fried salmon.
It sounds delicious.
It does. It does.
The salmon croquette count?
Cheryl says no. She says only grilled or baked. You know what I don't like? I hate when I be baking sometimes. Oh, you know, let me take a call. We got a call. We got a call from area code 347. What's going on? You on live at Khary's crib. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Sean.
What's going on, Sean? How you doing?
What's up? I'm tired.
What's your thoughts for the evening? What's your thoughts this evening? And you're tired. Okay, let's not try to keep you up too late.
I'm tired.
I appreciate you staying up with us.
Well, I'm up. I'm up making products. That's why. So it's
okay, drug dealer over here.
Yeah, like that. Don't.
No,
I'm joking.
Don't do that like that.
It's a joke. It's a joke. This is Sean. Sean has actually been on the show before. You know, she actually makes natural products. I actually have a facial scrub that I actually use a coffee scrub. It's a body scrub.
Yes, you have the coffee scrub.
I used it for my face.
Yeah, it's a body scrub.
I scrub my face.
Yes, you can use it for your face as well.
My face feels so smooth. It feels so soft, you know? So that's what she's up making. That. That's what she's up making and shit like that. My son stole
exactly what I'm making.
Son my beard butter, and now he thinks it's helping him grow a beard. You think it's helping him grow your beard? He shook his head. He said, "Yeah, it's helping my beard grow." So he stole the beard butter.
That's good.
You know, so
I appreciate that.
Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them where they can find you at.
I'm at www.naturallyu.store. And if you sign up, you can get 15% off with code SIGNUP. So you should go over, take a look at all the products that we have. We actually just released the beard butter today. So, yeah. Getting ready for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. And if I had a better memory, I would tell you what episode I had her on. But I've been drinking some of this.
Oh, I don't know. Oh goodness.
Some of this McKillen 12.
It was. I don't know.
I know.
I don't remember. Sure. I know it was the one where we were talking about, friendships and if you need to cut friends off and things like that. I forget. It was something about that. I think that was the topic of the day.
Okay. All right. But this is not what you called to talk about. What did you want to actually tell us?
No, I called to talk about petty reasons to unfriend people.
Okay.
I mean, I've come across people, say we've had dialogue and from a Facebook group of some sort, and we become friends. But a lot of people tend to, especially men for that matter, they tend to, request you as a friend, you accept, and they say nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I just unfriend them completely.
Okay.
I don't know why I actually accepted your friend request. Or people, I don't necessarily unfriend people. I just unfollow them. So I'll still be friends with them, but I'll unfollow them because I just don't like their commentary on Facebook. You were speaking about people always talking about their everyday lives on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That gets annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to unfollow you. I mean, we're still cool in real life, but we're not going to be cool on the gram
Right.
or on Facebook. I'm good.
Right.
I don't want to see that. But people, I don't think that's
Somebody
petty.
coughed
I
on
think
a
that's
bus
a
today.
valid reason.
Like, that's really a post?
Someone coughed on a bus?
Yeah, that'd be people post. And they like,
And you just automatically.
and they tell you that they
knock
were
them
so
off.
pissed that somebody coughed on the bus.
I mean,
So my question informs is, you add people on Facebook and you want them to talk to you? Because I'm the exact opposite. I'll add you, and as soon as you hit me a message, I block you.
You know what? You know what? I'm done. I am done. So my thing is, right, say if you're in a group together, right, and you guys are having dialogue back and forth, whatever. Say, I don't know, maybe for like 2 weeks or whatever, and you decide to friend me, and I accept, yes, I do expect you to say something. Because if you're going to talk to me for, I don't know, weeks on end in this social group, what's is a reason why you decided to request me? So if you request me and then turn and go blank and go mute, what did you, for all that, we can just continue to chat on the open forum. You don't need to request me. You should have never requested me to begin with.
Okay.
So
okay.
I just,
now,
I don't see the purpose. It defeats the purpose.
Here goes a question. Should I make this conversation a clip so you can post it somewhere so somebody knows?
Like about her.
So you could, so you could use a clip of this conversation as a sub. Oh, look at that! I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm just speculating.
Oh my! No, well, there's no
trying to
coming for me. I mean, but there's some women who do feel like that. They do feel like that because some men. I mean, I'm sure it's women too, but I think it's more so for men. They'll sit there, they'll converse with you, and then they'll add you and don't say shit like they froze. I don't know, like the cat that got their tongue or something. So for all that, like I said, we could talk on the open forum, and that could just be it. But don't request me, and I accept you. And my page is private anyway, so I don't need you to be in my personal space, especially if my page is private and you're not going to say anything to me after you've talked to me for like some weeks on this open forum.
Okay.
I'm just
that
saying.
Makes sense. If you're gonna message me, I thought it was gonna be personal.
Right. Exactly. Right.
That.
Right. So, I don't think that's why I don't think it's necessarily petty reasons, so to speak. Like I just feel like there's always a reason for everything. So if I'm unfollowing you, there's a reason why I unfollowed your ass. And that's just that.
Right. I got you. I got you.
So, yeah. I mean, if you want to consider putting someone on mute, petty, it's a reason why you put them on mute.
Yeah.
It's nicer than unfriending them.
I have a few people on mute, and I get annoyed when I realize they're no longer on mute.
Yeah, that actually happened. Like, who the fuck let you from upstairs, from downstairs?
What's that?
Yeah, so it's time though. Like there's a time frame. So you have to either you do it forever or you do it for like a day or two. But there's a time limit for you putting a person on mute.
Yeah, that's not indefinitely.
It's not indefinitely unless you say it's permanent.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you're meeting people. Keep that in mind.
Like now, I should just unfriend them, skip the whole middleman.
You're right. That too. Just skip the whole middleman. Life will be great. I agree.
I'm just saying. Apparently, I need friends, so I can't do that. So. So another life lesson, guys. If you want friends, you can't just go unfriending people thinking they're gonna stay your friend.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, they take it a little personal, huh?
I'm so done.
Yeah, they take it.
No, I mean, you know what's so funny though, because I had someone unfriend me recently, and I happened to notice because I was going through a throwback post of mine that popped up on my feed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at the people who liked it, and I seen that next to her name it said add friend. And I'm saying to myself, I've known this girl since I was 12 years old. Why would she unfriend me? So I hopped in her inbox. And she gave me some lame excuse, man.
It was an accident? It was an accident? She didn't mean to do it?
It wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accident. She literally unfriended me because she felt the way that I addressed her mother in a certain way. And she felt like it was informal. She felt like I wasn't treating her or her mother as family anymore, and she's in her feelings, basically. And I said, you could have called me or you could have talked to me about that if you felt that kind of way. I'm not the kind of person to do things behind your back. Right. I'm going to talk to you in person, and as long as I've known you, you could have came to me. And we could have a discussion, and you would have realized that it was a misunderstanding. But people don't do that. They just go about their business, do what they do. Everyone has the right to feel however they feel, but I thought it was funny. Okay. But, I would have never known that if I didn't just happen to look on who liked the picture from this throwback post from like 2009.
I have found myself looking at my throwbacks lately, like my memories.
Yeah,
memories. No, never mind. Go ahead. I started doing my own reggae impersonation.
Oh gosh, how are you dealing with this? Okay, great.
I'm enjoying all of this.
Y'all are helping me finishing this order right here. Y'all are helping me.
Good. Glad we can help you. Khary said he deleted about 100 contacts from his phone, mostly people from college, because I haven't talked to them since college.
Right. Oh, wow.
But then iCloud restored them. They forever contacts now.
Even when he's trying to get rid of them, he can't get rid of them.
I was about to say.
You have 100 people on your phone to delete? I have like maybe 25 at 40 at the most.
I've had the number I have now for probably at least 10 years.
I wanted to keep the last number I had for like
so, and then I've had Android. I've had Android phones since the Android G1, which is like the first Android phone. So my contact is in Google since back then.
They know who you are.
Yeah, so they got everything, So I got phone numbers in my phone that are wrong. They do not lead to the people. And okay, the only reason I know I have phone numbers in my phone that are wrong and do not lead to the people whose names they say they are is because Snapchat had actually added people under my account by their phone numbers. And so I have people's names that do not match the phone numbers or the pictures of the thing. Like I have Joseph that's now a woman,
You know what?
There's a Michelle that's supposed to be like an Adam.
Justina?
I know a lot of changes about stuff.
But it's because people just change their phone numbers and new people have these phone numbers now.
Yes, they do.
Correct. That's the circle.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
That is. Nothing like calling a number and it doesn't belong to that person anymore. And
be like, yo! And you be like, who this? I'll be like, this Khary. They be like, who the fuck is Khary? I'll be like, yo, Khary, bro, from the Bronx. What are you talking about? I'll be like, yo, this is Chris? They be like, no, this is motherfucking Adam, nigga. And be like, oh, my bad, Joe. I don't know you. Later, nigga. Shit happens like that.
I do not have that problem. I don't save numbers.
That happened a few times.
That's my problem.
What do you mean you don't save numbers? What do you mean you don't save numbers?
I do not save numbers. If I save your number, then you're like, you Gucci forever, we're going to be there forever. But like, I don't save numbers. So like me deleting you is like me deleting our messages. Like once I delete our text messages, I don't know you.
Ooh, you don't have no reference to the person no more.
Like, I don't know who you are. Like you're kind of dead to me. Like there's levels to it. Like if I save your number, like you wanted to win it, my mama, how you doing? Okay. But other than that, everything is text message based. But I'm just lazy.
Okay.
social media, the social stuff is not my style.
Ooh, so
but
you only save numbers when you feel like, yo, I want to remember this person's number.
Yes, but I have 1,000 friends online.
Because I won't actually
the video
remember
games.
this person's number.
I save all of them, yeah. But in my phone, no. Oh no, I don't want to reveal how horrible person that I am. But back in the day, I don't remember names either.
You see what Khary in the chat says? You treat everybody like a burner.
Yeah.
Clearly. That is accurate.
Yeah.
This says a lot about my life, I guess.
Pretty accurate, I see. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, eventually they stopped texting me, but that also could be my fault.
You know what?
Okay.
I can't.
I'm working on it.
I can't deal. I just can't deal. This is too much.
I started saving numbers now. I even give people nicknames so I know who they are. I just now have to remember to text back. I have to remember to text back. Oh my God. That's what I'm working on now. It's not one thing, it's another.
This is too much.
Texting back is the problem.
This is too much.
Okay.
I'm working.
Okay.
Because if it's not one thing, it's another. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm not good with text messages, but I can stay on the phone for hours though. If you call me, I won't.
Well, that's not bad.
If you call me, I will not get off the phone. But if you text me, it's not gonna work. That is not an active way of getting. No, it's not.
That's not an active communication method. Huh?
Do not.
Well, it could be the phone and text message. No.
No. Just call me. Just it ain't even got to be a long conversation. I'm Gucci with like 30-second conversations. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm good. All right, cool. Bye. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Just don't text me.
You know
and then
what?
do not expect a timely response, because that's where you fuck up and you need to grow up.
Don't expect a timely response.
Not grow up.
I mean, I'm giving you what I got. I'm not lying to you. I'm not the best texter. So, like, grow up if you expect me to text you back early and fast. I'm sorry, guys. It's childish to think that.
All right. Okay. All right.
Sorry. Sorry.
Did you have anything else you had, Sean?
No, I just wanted to touch on that because I just felt like, like I said, there's a reason for everything, so I don't necessarily think it's petty, but some people just deserve to be muted. They just deserve to go on mute, or they deserve to be unfriended.
Yeah.
There's obviously a reason.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yes. But that's it. I'm going to go back to making this order that I have to fulfill tomorrow to Osaka, Japan.
All right. Make sure you check out naturallyu.store, by the way, for some naturally dope products from Sean here. I appreciate you calling, checking in.
Yes, of course. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right, later.
Later.
So I pose a question. If a person posts a lot of pictures about their baby, like a lot of pictures of their kids, like that's all they post is like their kids, and you unfriend them for that, is that technically petty?
I guess children can be overwhelming especially when they're not cute kids or if they're just bad photos. Not saying so that's the case.
Periodically take ugly pictures of their kids.
What's that?
You just periodically taking ugly pictures of their kids.
Yeah. Kids take ugly pictures too, They
do. Horrible, ugly pictures. But if the parent decides to post those said ugly pictures, you have every right to unfriend them and the ugly ass child, right?
You're doing stupid shit, yo.
So
you tell your kid, yo, stand in a cool pose, and that's when your kid do some stupid shit, like, Dumb
okay,
shit,
so if the kids were cute, you'd be okay with it?
If they were cute and cool, if they were cute and cool, if they look like dope pictures. If each picture was like a dope picture, yeah, I'd be cool with it. But most of them pictures don't be dope. Most of them pictures be shitty. I'm just saying.
I guess that shows it. If you be posting a lot of pictures of your kids and you lose friends, maybe you should stop posting pictures.
So, Herbal Goddess says, what do y'all think about people that don't post pics of their kids? I don't really think too much about people that don't post pictures of their kids. I think sometimes they might think they're more famous than they are. You know, they're like, I'm worried about social media. You're seeing my children. You know, some people are like that. You know, they don't post their kids because they're worried about people seeing their children on social media and thinking somebody's gonna. You know, I don't know. But I
am the people who unfriend you if you post those too many pictures about your kids. I'm the person who unfriended you.
But if you don't post your kids, but you know what? Even people that don't show their kids still post their kids.
Every once in a while, yeah. You know? I mean, I don't mind people posting about their kids, to each their own.
Right,
but I do think there's like a limit to it.
Right, but no, I'm just saying there's people that like won't post their kids' faces and stuff like that.
Yeah, they put like smileys or whatever over their face.
Yeah,
I feel like that's being extra. Like, come on, nobody's gonna go kidnap your kid just because it's your kid. But I mean, to each his own. If you don't want your baby face on the internet, I say just don't take the picture.
Yeah.
And don't post it on the internet, or like have maybe like a private Instagram.
Now, what about the people
like
that
just
have
family?
Now, what about the people that have kids but never post kids? It's like they got like I don't know. They just never post their kid. They might have like a child that's like you've been following for 3 years and you've never seen a picture of their child, type of thing.
I don't know. I mean, I have a friend who has a whole British persona online. Like people
what?
legit.
A British persona? What's a British persona?
Yeah, she perfected like the British accent.
Dude,
and
like
only time she posts.
But you like a biscuit? Like that?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Okay. Is it tea time?
Like,
I'm terrible with accents. Tea time.
That was great.
Tea time.
Don't stop.
Is it tea time?
Don't ever stop.
Okay, what's up? Have you ever been to Big Ben? Okay, it's time for bed. It's time for sleep time. You know?
Is it now?
Yeah, it's 11:34. We've been on for like 2.5 hours now. Something like that, you know?
Yeah.
You're
drunk ass.
I'm not drunk. I'm stuttering. That's what I'm doing. I'm not drunk.
People are weird though online.
They are. Some of them. But before we wrap up tonight, I have a couple of news stories to go over. Not really a whole bunch of news stories. There's going to be football on Wednesday. Did you hear about that?
Speed round.
There's going to be football on Wednesday. There was games postponed because of COVID. And one of the games are actually going to be played on a Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be played at 3:40 instead of 4:00. So it ends a little earlier than normal, so they can have the annual tree lighting at Rockefeller Center on TV because the game's going to be on NBC.
I guess I thought it was because the world's ending and days end shorter, so they needed the light. But whatever.
That could be a possibility as well, but that's all allegedly. You know? NASA, there's a mystery unknown object speeding towards us. You know, and they don't know what it is, but they think they know what it is, but they don't know for sure what it is. But there's a hypothesis of what it is. You know what it is? Can you guess what it is?
Something deadly. I know that they think there's 13 intelligent colonies in the Milky Way.
Ooh, they do? But this is just based off of numbers, not off of we see shit though. Right.
Well, they just think there's like 13 species of intelligence just founded just in the Milky Way.
Mm-hmm. What do they consider intelligent?
I want to believe kind of like at least like maybe dolphins are like the baseline for intelligence. Well, those bitches are smart. There's probably people stupider than dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I don't know.
The mystery object hurling toward Earth.
This is not breaking news.
Will whiz past us. Well, it whizzed past us this morning, but they still haven't actually identified it, or at least I haven't seen a news story that said, okay, this is what they said that motherfucker was. But it went past us about 31,000 miles away So it wasn't close, but it was close enough for us to be like, what is that? Right? But somebody hypothesized that it was a jet engine from one of our rockets that we sent out into the solar system. They think that it broke off, and it said, you know what? We're going to go back this way. And it's just been flying through space since like the 60s or 70s or something like that.
Is this literally the universe coming back to get us?
Yes. So since 1966, this launched out into space in 1966. But the way that the universe works, well, the way that our solar system works, not the universe. I don't know how the universe works. I'm just telling you how the solar system works. If something breaks off and flies off in space, it doesn't just fly straight out, especially if it's near a planet. If it's near a planet, it's going to go like this, and then the gravity of that planet is going to pull it back into an orbit and then throw it back out. So it's like somebody took, what's the name of that game where they had like these big round shaped things? Ooh, that looked really nasty. They had round shaped things that they would throw stuff off the wall, they would catch it, and they would throw it back. Like,
I know what you're talking about, but it's a thing.
Yeah,
it's a thing.
I forget the name of that game, but that's kind of what happens with gravity and objects in space flying around. So if you throw something out in space, if it gets close enough to a planet, it's going to act like a boomerang and come try and hit your ass back. And that's kind of what happened with this little debris that's out there. And Survey 2 lunar mission, this happened. And they think it's a Centaur rocket booster flying back at us because some planet said, whip around, baby. And they said, okay, we coming back at you. And now it's flying through space like this and stuff, right? And it's just going through space because gravity pulled it. Now it's spinning. Then it starts going all around like that and things like that. So that's what's going on with that. So.
And that was Science with Khary.
Science with Khary. Science was actually my favorite subject as a child. That's like the only subject I actually paid attention to in school. Until I had a shitty science teacher. And then I used to bust his chops all the time. Bust his chops. Did I just show my age? Bust his chops.
A little bit, but okay. Lightning round.
All right. And for my last story for the evening, Trump is reportedly considering pardons for 3 of his children, Ivanka Trump and Rudy Giuliani. And they haven't even been charged for anything yet. Yes. But he's thinking about writing pardons for all of these people before he gets out of office, just in case. What you think about that?
I mean, it makes sense. He already knows the cat out the bag. It can only literally go downhill from here.
And y'all thought
so at least cover your children's ass. At least help your children. You didn't help a lot of other people. You actually let them die. But help your kids.
That's not something I should be laughing at, but it's true though.
Help your kids.
But it's true though.
I mean, help your kids, I guess. Why not?
Yeah. But do you think that was his own idea, or somebody came in and said, you can do this, right? Or do you think
I think the firing squad was his idea, and I also think that this pardon was his idea.
You think he said, hey, can I create a pardon for people just in case?
I'm pretty sure he knows what a pardon is. He watches Pirate of the Caribbean.
I know.
I'm pretty sure he watches movies. I'm pretty sure he knows they pardon a turkey every Thanksgiving. So why can't you use that same standard to people?
But yes, he'd written pardons before, but did he know that you can pre-pardon somebody?
Well, I mean,
these are pre-pardons. These people haven't been charged for anything. Didn't they technically do that in Game of
Thrones?
No, you know what this technically is? This is like Monopoly. This is like Monopoly.
He's playing chess.
No, you know what he's doing?
What?
But that's a get out of jail free card.
Well, what do they have?
That's what those are. Pre-pardons or get out of jail free cards.
They have the complexion for the protection, man. It works like that.
Yep.
What's that called?
So he's planning on giving out some get out of jail free cards before he gets out of office, which if I was president doing some fucked up shit and had people doing some fucked up shit, I would probably do the same thing.
Sounds like a dope ass idea. You can talk all you want.
If I had that, you know what? I would give everybody I know a pre-pardon. You know?
And why the fuck not? And if you can only choose 3 people,
like,
why
you know
not
what?
it be
I know you're a little
kids and
stupid.
somebody else?
You need a pre-pardon because the moment you get an extra $500, you're gonna try and flip some drugs. Let me get this boy. Let me get this boy a pre-pardon. You know? Herbal Goddess says he needs to pre-pardon himself.
Oh no, there's no way of saving himself. You know that.
Hashtag he going to jail. All right, but I think that was my last story for the evening. That's my last story for the evening. I think that's it for the night.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling. Guess you know what I'm feeling, right? Tony Tiger. Great. You know. I guess if I'm doing that, I'm probably not all that great, huh?
I mean,
I'm probably
you feel a little bit saucy when you get that finger up.
I'm probably a little extra, huh? If I'm doing the Tony Tiger great finger point to the sky, you
this
know,
is fantastic.
I'm probably feeling a little extra.
You're an idiot.
Oh man. John Thompson says there's an alien base built under the Denver airport. Okay, it's time for me to end this stream for the evening. You know, YouTube would be like, nigga, this nigga guy over here got some false. I don't know. They don't know what they'll say. But I'm just talking shit right now. But Tashima, thank you for joining me this evening with your bad hair day hat and your pretty. What color hair is that? Gray? Is that gray hair? Is that like storm?
It is gray. Yes, gray? And I also have an X-Men tattoo too. So
the gray hair with the X-Men tattoo. So you know what everybody calls her. She's the black girl with the gray hair and the X-Men tattoo. So what they say? Storm, right?
Oh, usually it's Jubilee.
Jubilee? Who's Jubilee?
Yeah. It's an X-Men joke. Don't worry about it. It's wasted on you.
Oh, that just they just wasted that joke on me.
No, it's not wasted on you. I mean, somebody got it.
Wasted. Somebody got it.
For those like 3 people that caught it.
Okay. Whoever caught that joke, waka. If you caught that joke, all right? I didn't catch it, so I'm giving that to y'all.
We're like the 3 people who got it.
Yeah. But I appreciate you joining the stream this evening. Are you gonna maybe you'll come back and join us Friday because you know what Friday is, right?
Am I supposed to say it? Do you want to say it? I feel like that's something you should really tell the people.
What's Friday?
Are you serious?
No, Friday is going to be the season finale of Khary's Crib Live. You know, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do like a year-end recap. We're gonna get into some things. We're gonna talk about some things. And I'm going to have some more of this McCollum 12. You know, you know, I'm going to have some more of that. So Friday night, we're going to have the season finale. I'll be back in February. I'm going to take a little bit of time, work with some updates, make shit even doper than the dopity dope, you know, as I'm smoking on some diggity dope. Oh, because I'm fucking the dope. Hey, and I'm wasting time and I'm lighting it. What?
Bye.
No, when I smoke this, I'm probably going to choke.
Thanks everybody for coming in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Tell your friends about it.
I always forget to do that. Like,
definitely come in for Friday. Yes. Last episode of the season. Big things planned.
And you know what Friday is as well, right?
Fancy Friday. I've never I'm gonna be a part of it. I'm gonna do things. I'm gonna put on makeup. And I don't do makeup a lot.
You're gonna get fancy for Friday? You're gonna get fancy?
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do some stuffs.
If you know what, if you've been watching the stream from the beginning and you want to get fancy for Friday, go ahead and get fancy for Friday. Take a picture, send it to us. Also, I might actually have a link so people can actually join the stream and be like, yo, what's up, Khary's Crib? If you just want to come and join, you know what? Friday. We're going to get it popping Friday. We're going to get it popping and popping like popcorn Friday. That was super corny, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. All right, but we're about to get out of here. I just be rambling and shit. It's 11:46. I did not plan to be on this long. I got my brother here. I got my nephew here. I said this is gonna be a quick stream for me this evening because I got family in town and shit, and they visiting. And Look at this. This has been like 2 hours and 46 minutes that I've been having this streaming.
You should let the people go, sweetie.
Okay, I'm supposed to shut this down, huh?
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. All right, so may the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker free and keep a smile on your face. See you Friday.
You are now tuned into Khari's Crib. Khari's Crib. Khari's Crib. Khari's Crib.